is going on, everybody? It is Thursday night. We are ready to rock, and what a great show we've got for you tonight. It is the NLG show. We are here once again, and man, got a hot fire tonight. Got an absolutely awesome guest. Got the PlayStation showcase to talk about, and then whatever else is going on in the world of gaming. But tonight's gonna be a lot of fun, and I am looking forward to it, as I know you guys are too. So, first and foremost, we want to introduce to you our guest for tonight. You know him, you love him. He is the man, the myth, the legend himself. 108 Dragons, Brother Lemon. What's going on, man? Welcome to the show.
Man, welcome. Thank you, man. I'm like I said to you behind the scenes, I'm always in your chats, man. Your guys' energy,
yes,
man.
You are.
It's very rare that I see a group of guys or an individual that carries my silly damn energy. So, man, thanks for having me. Shout out to the people in the chat. Shout out for y'all to even invite me, getting on with this excellent panel, man. I'm just ready to get into these topics or situations with this showcase, and yeah, I'm excited.
I know you can't wait to get into the topics, but I don't know how long you've watched the show, but we don't get into the topics for like 90 minutes.
Oh, I know. That's why I had to clean it up. I know y'all be freelancing like mercenaries, but that's all right. I'm with that too. Right. Organic, baby, organic.
Tonight we're gonna get to know Brother Lemon a little better, which is what we always like to do. And I love that shirt. I got it. So I gotta pick up my my 108 Dragons merch.
I don't have it available yet. This is all exclusive to me.
No.
I didn't start no store or nothing yet.
That's all right.
What he's trying to say is he wants a piece of you. Kind of.
I'll send you a shirt though, because it wouldn't be the first time I send people some shirts who ask. I'll definitely.
I'll tell you what. Then we will return favor.
Facts.
Absolutely. We'll do a swap. And it's funny too, because we've got a friend, Chuck, is DJC Game Studios. He always shows off merch and says it's available nowhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I gotta tell you, now that we got you here, and I'm not saying it because you're here. I'd say that if we ever met, outside the podcast, I met you through Jay. We were in a Xbox party one night, Daddy Jay, you, a couple other people, and that's how I got introduced to you and your channel. And I'm a fan. I'm an absolute fan of your work and of you. Because I got to tell you, and today was a perfect example of it. We're gonna get into this PlayStation showcase. I hung out in your live stream today, and like I said, it was a solid show. But I wasn't, I wasn't moved. But man, you were just, your energy, man, just was like, when I got done, I was like, hey, maybe that show was better than I thought it was. Because you love games, and you love your energy like that. When you went to that New York game convention, and you were that kind of semi-promo video you were doing from the show floor, kind of in the back.
In the beginning, right.
Man, I wanted to drive to New York. I wanted to get in the car and I wanted to drive from Maryland to New York to come to that thing, just based on your energy. I mean, you exemplify what this gaming community should be about, and I'm a fan.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. When I did that game convention, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'5", 300 pounds, and you walking up on people as developers, they kind of in the back scene type people, but a lot of people's like, yo, your energy is crazy. I'm like, yeah, I'm a big ass kid. That's basically what it is. And I don't care who says, oh, he crazy. I'm not crazy. We all out here gaming and having a good time. We should be having smiles on our face, man. That's what we here. Have a good time.
Right.
So
this is
I was
our
off my first nap. I was tired as hell, but Sony showed me some stuff. I woke right up. I said, "Well, wait up. Wait up. Wait, hold on. I gotta wipe the coal out the eye." That's why I'm glad I wasn't on camera, because I was just like, my boy Sick was like, "You all right?" I said, "I had a long day before that. My day even started was long." So, yeah, I try to best bring that energy, but I appreciate that, Myke, man, and I appreciate y'all work also, definitely.
Thank you. And we're gonna get into, before we get into that showcase, there's some things, that we want to learn more about you, and kind of more the gamer side of you. So we're gonna definitely get into that before we, as again, 90 minutes before we get to the PlayStation show. But
yeah, all right, let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah. So Chris and Peter, what's up,
Yo.
fellas? I see.
Back.
I see your Cowboys are
Peter
on.
went on
Chris.
vacation, and I fell asleep.
It's okay.
You had a mini staycation.
Yes. Dude, when you said you had to get up at 4:30 in the morning, I'm like, yeah, I'll get a sub.
Yeah, last week that's all I did was I was working like 4 hours overtime a day, and then plus Saturday. It just, by the end of the week I was just drained. And that day, last Thursday, I got home like at 6 something. I was like, yeah, I couldn't even hardly keep my eyes open. But no, but I was able to get a little bit of gaming in. I downloaded and played Lake and then Song of Iron. So I did So I definitely enjoyed both. I haven't finished them. It's hard to finish games nowadays. It works so much, but yeah, I'm excited. You just can't. I mean, what is there not to be excited about? You got all these games that are coming out, indie games or whatever. It doesn't matter. And then Sony has the showcase, and I didn't get to watch it. I was at work, but and then I caught a little bit online to see what there, and I saw Qeorge, so I know we'll get to that. But I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So it's a good day to be a gamer.
Facts.
And of course,
any day is a good day to be a gamer.
Oh yeah.
True. Any day you're above ground is a good day to be a gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but good. That's excellent. I'm glad. So are you getting a little bit of rest this weekend at least?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So.
All right.
So.
Excellent. So, Mr. Peter, how are you?
Good. Yeah, I was a week at the beach, so I left my Nintendo Switch at home, and I thought, we're gonna go the xCloud route, and but I'm at a hotel, and even on the 12th floor, the 5G wasn't. It was all right, but it didn't. I mean, when I do a speed test, it's like everything is cool, wicked fast, and xCloud is like not good enough. Who knows? I don't know if what they're doing with it, and hotel Wi-Fi is not everything either. But I was able to play some Spiritfarer. Actually,
yeah, I saw that.
It was enjoyable. It's it doesn't require too much of precision and stuff. So a few missed jumps due to latency didn't matter too much. So, and actually, I'm still playing that at home, just on the console, and it's good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I saw I saw you playing it all week, and I might have to try it out. I've heard good things about it. I've heard very good things about it, but I got to get that Psychonauts done. Because was that shoot, tip of my tongue now. This is what happens to me late at night. What happens when you become old and you just forget shit. The art. Oh, come on! What the hell's the name of the game? Yeah, thank you. The Artful Escape that just dropped today, and I got to get into that. That looks really good. So, excellent, and also been streaming some Sega stuff. which I did over the weekend. And man, I tell you what, I'm gonna have to start doing that a little more regularly because I ran some Sega CD this weekend, and I never forget it, but you forget how fun that stuff is when you're playing.
You know what it is today, right?
No, what's today?
99.
Oh, yes.
How can you forget?
No, because it's 2021. We've already been through the 20th anniversary. It is the 22nd anniversary of the Sega Dreamcast drop.
Yeah.
Oh
That's a
my
fact.
god.
22nd.
Ah, still to this day, the greatest launch lineup ever. Never matched. Never matched.
I bought 17 titles.
You're right.
17.
Dang.
And they were all quality. I don't remember. I mean, honestly, I can't remember a bad game in that bunch.
Nope.
I mean, even the lesser stuff that dropped, like Pen Triicelon, a Trick Style, those were still great games for what they were. There wasn't a bad game in that bunch.
We will never get that type of launch again.
Never.
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 Me and my daughter's godfather walked out of there, and people should have been hyped for the Dreamcast. They was looking at us like, "Did you see how many games them two dudes bought?" We had to have everything. It was a great launch. It was a great launch.
Yeah, I was doing PC Master Race at that time.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of was too. I was all over PS1. Well, actually, no, around PS2, right? PS2 was already out around that time. Or did it come out right after?
PS2 went up against Xbox.
The PS2 came out later?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I think it was Dreamcast against PS1, and then PS2. No. I'm sorry. It was Saturn against PS1. It was Dreamcast against PS2 because remember, PS2
didn't it get pushed back 6 months or something like that? PS2.
Well, I don't know.
Or was that 3?
That was the
when it got pushed to March.
Yeah, and the big thing was the PS2 was using DVD, and the Dreamcast was using their proprietary GD-ROM, and so that was the big drop on that.
Yeah.
So, but man, I could talk that stuff all day. That's a show in and of itself.
Facts.
So, but anyway, so that's what I've been doing, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. Some, in fact, I'm probably gonna get some Saturn and Dreamcast in again, because and those are some great games on on those two systems too. So, and to our awesome chat, what is up, everybody? I know I said hi to a few people. Doggy Dog is in the house. Cyber Gunter, two brothers from all over the other chat rooms. Brother Back, Brother Jeff, Brother Niles in the house. Boo! Start the show. We already started now. Brother Brian, Brother Dread. So Dread's off tonight. Dread's off tonight. If we want to sneak him in a little later. Brother Jesse Darby's in the house. We got who else came in? Brother Mav is here. Mav, who had Fun Pop last night. Xbox Ultimate tomorrow night. Get your Xbox fill in, starting the weekend right. Who else we got in here? Oh, Brother YOBY. And YOBY, I got your question. Brother drinking games with Josh, my Maryland connection, up here. And I think he's getting ready to start a little something too. Hopefully get to check that out. DeLorean Hayes is here. Welcome, DeLorean. Brother Nick, Geeks with Cash, another Gamers United Guild brother in the house. And I think Jeepers is here. Brother Jeepers, hey, what's going on, man? BG4G is in the house. Yet another Gamers United Guild member. We are all over the place, man. We represent. We do represent. Got to say that, man. And
we're all over the place. All in your chats.
Yeah, I like too, man. I was thinking, I like, we got the thing that pops up once in a while. Yours comes up, it shakes. and cool.
Yeah,
I
I
like
like
that,
that.
man. I like that.
Yeah.
Make people see it. Make people. I love it.
Appreciate it.
The MAGG is in the house. Here he is.
Tony Baloney.
Tony Baloney, man. Great show. Great show Tuesday night, man.
My
See,
stomach still hurt from laughing
how
so
did you
hard. being with
how did you
guys.
survive?
Yeah, that was a great show Tuesday.
How many times did you say I'm done?
Yo, Tony Baloney and Arnold.
Dude.
Lord have mercy. They are something else.
I
love it. I love that energy.
It is amazing, and honestly, how Noof does that, Arnold. I've never heard anybody better than that.
It's absolutely awesome.
So, and Tony Baloney is just, I mean, man, I still won't forget the night I went on. He got on me about my name.
Yeah,
I still haven't shortened it. I still haven't shortened it.
Mike
Mike Mullet.
And Mike Mullet, right? That's the Mike Mullet started from. So, that was awesome, and they've got such a great show Tuesday nights, man. I love hanging in their chat. They're like and their chats like ours, man. Real respectful, really cool, really knowledgeable.
They got some funny guys in that chat too, just as funny.
He does. Wise old gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on fire that night.
Yeah, he was.
Oh man, he was on fire.
He was. Lord. Yeah, Titan gave him the award for a good reason.
Yeah, they already knew as soon as they saw him. They're like, "Oh, yeah, this is gonna be good."
Brother John's in the house, Retro Bro. What is going on, man? That's my inspiration right here, John. That's
you working on your guns?
Yeah, man. I went from 226 to I was at 183 today. I started at 226 in April, and I'm hitting the gym. My wife got me a little weight rack, so I started picking up some home dumbbells to keep that going. And I'm in what is very likely the best shape I've probably been in 20 years. So, before the show, I went out and did a 3-mile walk just to, just to keep up something, between gym times, and that's just I am feeling great. And John, because John's a fitness coach and he actually sells fitness products and stuff like that, and I met him a couple months ago. And even before that, he was really inspiring to me to get myself where I need to be. So, John, seriously, man. So, and by the way, one other thing, real quick, and then we're gonna turn it over to Brother Lemon and get the Lemon experience. I want to once again point out our other brother, Bacon and Ice Cream Productions, Rich Haywood up in Jersey, who they are still recovering from Hurricane Ida. As many of you might know, his basement got destroyed. His house is likely very much done, and all of the game stuff that he had, and I mean he had a ton. A total loss of all of his stuff. He was telling us that the water, when the storm hit up there, the water hit his basement so fast, he said there was no chance. And so
he said he lived on a hill too, right?
Yeah, and he lived on a hill. So I just want to make sure people know that there's a GoFundMe out there for him. I should put that. I'm gonna drop that in the chat to help him out. Please do if you get a chance. I mean there aren't many people like him out there that are just pure of heart like Rich. Oh, yeah. And
real nice guy.
Yeah, that's rough.
So
I thought I had it bad. It damaged my roof of my building.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how you fared out because I know it came your way too.
Yeah, it hit me hard, but it was nothing like that. Cause I couldn't even imagine losing my electronics in games. I probably would never come back to the internet. Like, damn.
he
I just
lost
had
all
to
his.
tear off
Yeah.
my drainage from my house, and then the water leaked into my loft and my club downstairs, and we had parties coming that following weekend. So it was a bad look, but ain't nothing like that. So I'm not complaining. Jesus
But at
Christ.
least you're okay, and
Rough.
and him and his family are safe, and at least you guys are safe, and that's, games and stuff can be replaced. Family members cannot. So, I'm gonna find that link real quick. I think OEB Pete had it, so I'm gonna drop it in the chat as soon as I can, and I'll drop it into the to the description of this video. So, so while I am doing that, now it's time to get into what we do with every first time guest here on NLG. And since meeting you, we don't get a chance to get to know each other as well, just through chats and stuff like that. This is a good time to get to know you and what you grew up playing. So, we want to hear about young Lemon, the gamer. What did you grow up on? What do you like? What do you like to play? And then how you kind of got into this? How you got in front of the camera?
Okay.
So give us the story, the origin story.
A bit of history, gaming wise. I started off with Pong. I'm a year older than you, but we grew up on that.
Mm-hmm.
The dot with the the sliding bars.
Uh-huh.
Hours and weeks and days and months. That's where it started. And then I just moved into every console. I mean, literally, like, I never had one console. Fortunately, I never had one console. I always had a multitude of consoles. Like, my house in my neighborhood is a rough neighborhood, but when you used to come to my basement in my house, nobody had a problem, because they know if anybody started a problem, you'll never return back to this basement. So I used to have like 30 people in my house, literally at least 30 in the basement, playing on multiple TVs like a mini arcade. Then I come from the days of dropping quarters on Fighting Streets, which turned into Street Fighter. Virtual racing, because in New York we had the big arcade in the Grand Central Station, so we lived there. We had a huge import store where I should have met the Iron Lords, because we all pretty much the same age, me and King David.
Mr. Lee, is that the same stuff that they talk about?
Yes.
Nice.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we bought girls from JNL, Penguin Village, downtown Brooklyn. Yo, listen, just the whole gaming situation, man. And I can't even shake it. At 49, I can't even shake it. Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, I don't care what it is. I'm an Xbox preferred gamer because I love online. That's my problem now. That's why I got to be watching you with Psychonauts, because it kind of takes me pulling teeth to get me to play a single player now, because I'm so competitive. You know what I'm saying? I like playing the co-op games, and but that comes from missing the 30 dudes in your house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Dude got next talking trash. Be passing the controller. Somebody left crying that day. They got their feelings hurt in Tekken or something, or Virtua Fighter. So, but yeah, that's where it came from. And for your second question, how I got on camera. First of all, I'm an organic person, right? Naturally.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised that way, right? So I kept watching dudes on YouTube talk nonsense. So, 10 years ago, before my godfather passed away, God bless the dead, because he was a lot of motivation for that whole camaraderie of how we all came together to play. Because his house, he was I don't know if the 70s and 60s gangs that they had. He was a OG Tomahawk, but the Tomahawks was more like a gang to protect the neighborhoods from the other gang, and everybody, they used to do picnics and all this stuff. So you grow up looking at all of this, right? So one day I'm watching YouTube, and I hear two YouTubers who's got some size on them in their channels. They trying to explain HDR. I almost ran out my house and ran my head into a concrete wall because I was like, these dudes don't know what they talking about. And I kept looking for somebody who's going to be organic and not doing stuff for clicks, to give real gaming situations instead of trying to grow a channel on nonsense. So that I said, you know what, I need to start a channel. But I was like, you know, I'm a big black guy. Ain't nobody gonna listen to me. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, my godfather told me 10 years ago, he said, listen, you should be on YouTube because I'm telling you, with your knowledge and how you are, people will accept you and your energy. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I was a big basketball star, I boxed in New York, you know what I'm saying? So I've always was used to being in the limelight, like signing autographs. You know, Mike Tyson, my godbrother, he used to fly me out to all the fights in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So I've been around the limelight really, really a lot in my life. So it's easy to get on camera and talk. You know what I'm saying? It was natural. But to see so many people not give people the good side of gaming, because most of the big YouTubers, they talking about each other or they're making fun of people's channels. Or somebody's bigger and they talking about a smaller guy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's not what gaming is about. You gotta talk about games in a positive way. Of course, we discuss if PlayStation's messing up, if Xbox had a bad last gen. You gotta talk the truth. But I got into it to give people what we grew up on. It was really none of that. Even though we had the Nintendo and the Sega back and forth, but it was competitive. It was no disrespect because you like certain platforms. There was no toxicity. Like, you know, so I was like, you know what, when I start this channel, I'm gonna bring the other side. And you grow slower doing that because you don't do that drama and that, you know, all that nonsense. That's why I got into YouTube. And being on camera is more like everybody could talk behind gameplay, right? And they're a genius. Or they give their own narrative. But when you're on camera, people actually see how you feel and they get to know you personally. It's like I told my boy, he's a great streamer, but you need to be on camera so people see your live reactions when you're playing these games because he's so animated. His energy's crazy. So that's why I really got into YouTube, because in 2015, 2016, I just was like, I was disgusted with this community. And I was like, nah, we got to have somebody. And shout out to my boy Hip Hop, because I knew him over 10 years. Matter of fact, we going on 12. And when I met him, I wasn't even thinking about YouTube. We was at an NBA 2K event in New York. I was with a couple of my hip hop friends, my rapping friends. And I was like, yo, who's this guy? Because we was like the only two gamers in there. Everybody else was trying to sip water, fancy, and style with their sneakers on, or, you know, wear their jewelry out. But nobody was being organic. And me and him was beating people's heads to the white meat in 2K. But we was the only two gamers out of like 400 people, maybe the developers. But I was just like, wow. So I walked over to him. I said, yo, we got to play 2K. He was like, what? I said, we got to play 2K because you're the only one winning on one side of the room and I'm winning on the other side of the room. So we need to get this done. You know, competition kicked in. You know what I'm saying? That's how I met him. And his energy is always on 1,000. He's been like that since I've known him. In front of the camera, off the camera. So, you know, he kind of motivated me also to jump on YouTube. You know, when I was walking through E3 for my first year in 2018, he see me, he has a big Logitech interview with somebody. I walk by, I look, but I ain't say nothing. You know, he's busy. This dude stopped the whole show. My boy Lemon in the building. 100 looking at me, K-Mega looking at me. They like, how they know Lemon? This dude got like 300 subscribers. So he was like, yo, he stopped. Yo, come over here. Da-da-da-da. That's how I met King David, because King David was with him. When he found out, yo, he from New York too. And then that's how me and King David is so tight. But you see, this world is small. Just like what you said, how you met me in the chat. I knew Graphic Guard when I first started. I helped him with something behind the scenes. And then I noticed how good of a person he was. That's why we gravitate to each other, because it's just positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And when you came in the chat, and he was like, oh, that's Myke. I was like, Oh, okay. I didn't know it was Myke from Next Level Gaming. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, because you're in a party chat, you don't really know who's who, especially by the government. Nobody knows my name on the internet. So, you know, even my daughter, she didn't know my name. She was like 8 because all she heard was Lemon. You know what I'm saying? So this community bring good people together like you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like meeting MAGG and Noof and oh my God, so many names. Clowns,
Yep.
my man Megatron. We're tight. You know what I'm saying? We outside of the internet. Tim Dog. Me and Tim Dog hung 2 straight E3s. You know what I'm saying? You know, but this community, that shows you the positive side. That shows you what it could bring camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be gamers. To get all this stupidness and oh, I'm gonna talk about you. And behind the scenes, we're gonna talk about when you got picked on, and I was gonna get that dude. But that's what I wanted to talk to you about when I was trying to get in your chat. But I hate these dudes trying to bully the small guy. Why don't you bully the guy bigger than you? Why don't you say something about them guys on your level?
Because you know what the response would be. You know what would happen.
Right. But after the show, I'm gonna tell you what I was gonna do then. But I said nope. I gotta stay positive. But I wanted to take his head off. But it's just amazing how the community can be when the right group of people get together. And like I say, I use the block button on Twitter all the time. If I see you can have a difference of opinion, but it's the ignorant side. So that's what really got me into YouTube. I wanted to bring that energy, man, and stay. You know, we grew up on this. We grew up on it. And a lot of dudes who's not our age or older do not have our experience.
No.
They don't have it. They don't understand. They grew up, some of these are internet babies. You only know sitting on your couch, talking trash to yourself and somebody online. You don't know about that dude next to you with them sweaty palms, destroying your controllers, knowing you got to buy a new one because everybody's in your house.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to bring back. I want to bring that energy back and forget this negative crap, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be better, and we have to do better. So I also, when Graf brought the GUG to me, I was a little skeptical because I met some bad people, but I said, you know what? What they're talking about in the GUG is what I'm built for. That don't mean if somebody else don't hold up their end of the bargain that I can't hold up mine. That's why I try to support everybody in it. And I try to support people outside of it that I know. Yeah. Because, support to be supported. That's a fact. Mm-hmm. And I mean what I say. Shout out to my boy Sensei. I put him on my channel the other day. He was like, you only got 200 people. I said, I don't care if you got 2 people. You a good dude. Talk your gaming knowledge. You have it. Doesn't matter. Nobody's Hollywood out in these streets. I'm good in my life. I'm not leaving my job for YouTube. I do it for the passion and the love of what we do. That's why I work hard on my videos. That's why I go out there and try to get interviews. I try to do product reviews. That's who I am. All I'm doing is putting who I am in front of this camera now. I've been doing that for years. So just organic, man. Just organic. That's what it is.
And that is exactly what, for me, that's what draws me to you. That's what, and what, oh, I did do it wrong. All right. I just updated. I accidentally left out the TV part of your Twitter. All right. His Twitter is fixed. You got, and look at the chat. Already, Ted Brenneman, already like Brother Lemon. Panda sub, Drinking Games with Josh, subscribed.
Appreciate that, man. I'm going to tell y'all a funny story. This is funny. I'm going to shout out my boy Megatron. This is funny. 2017, I'm still new. Nintendo gave me an exclusive on the Switch 2 months before it came out in March. That's on my channel. You can check that out. They gave me my own section. It was crazy. I only had like maybe 200 subscribers, 250. They definitely did a background check on every video, make sure I wasn't cursing and acting crazy, but they approved me and I got it. But 2017, when the Xbox One X came out, this is a Phil Spencer, Aaron Greenberg story. We're in New York City at the Microsoft store, right? The line is full of people. They got their own camera crews. I'm looking for a parking spot. It's on 57th from 5th Avenue. So I got a truck. So I pulled up in my truck, blasting. I'm talking about the whole block shaking. X gonna give it to you from DMX.
Oh, yeah.
So I pull up. I pull up, I park at a fire hydrant because I couldn't find a parking. So I said, I got to get this footage for my channel. So I'm walking through all these people with my tripod, my camera, the lights is on, and I put it down. And I said, who gonna give it to you? People was like, X gonna give it to you. So Phil and Aaron was like, they just stopped what they was doing. They walked over to me and said, who are you? I said, listen, this is y'all night. I'm nobody, but I gotta get this Xbox coverage for my YouTube channel. They was like, wow, you got the crowd going. I said, this is what I do. And we talking about hundreds and hundreds of people on the curb. Now inside, this is when I ain't know Tim Dog and Megatron. They was already inside with all the celebrities and, you know, they doing they promos or whatever the hell they got to do for Microsoft. Yo, Phil was talking to me and I said, listen, Phil, I got mad respect for you, my guy, but I got to work. I'm not even here to play games. I got my system with someone else. He said, yo, I respect that. So that's how, if I always post a picture of me and Aaron, because when he said, when you finish with the line, come back, let me talk to you. So that's how I met them. On some regular, they talked to me like a regular person, not know, oh, where's this in Xbox? No, they was like, yo, we love your energy. And then when I met Megatron a year later, he's telling people about me, whatever. They was like, oh, we know who that guy is. But this is a whole complete year later, because I ain't go to my first E3 till like 2018 when I met him. But then it's just, this shows you how small the world is. He inside the building, I'm outside working. The same event, and it was crazy. It was crazy. I had the kids there from, I think, Stranger Things and all. Yo, it was a celebrity situation. But I caught my footage, and then I came back to Brooklyn and took care of my neighborhood with them on camera. But yeah, I thought that was a crazy story. That just shows you that we all are entwined by some means, some way.
Mm-hmm.
We all here. And now look, me and this guy, Megatron, we great friends. Friends, forget YouTube.
Megatron's California, right?
No, he's from New Jersey.
Oh, he is? Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought he was up in the West.
Yeah.
But...
he live about 40 minutes from me.
Okay.
That's my guy, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I've talked to him a few times.
Best. He's the best. Facts.
You know, it's great because that's what we're all about. Like, I haven't met Chris yet, but I talk to Chris all the time. I've actually met Peter, and
Yep.
it's you don't even care. It's like we're not strangers to each other,
right?
And over the last few years, you get to know each other on a personal basis, and it takes it way beyond gaming. But gaming is what got us here, and people need to remember that. While they're out trashing other people and causing trouble and shenanigans and all that stuff, gaming has done what people said gaming never did back in the 80s and 90s. It brought people together.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
A ton of people, like all these people in a chat room. Some of them, I consider some of them great friends. And I haven't had I've had the pleasure of meeting a couple of people, but overall, man,
I mean, at the Amico deal, right? And
yeah, but a lot of people, man, we hang out in Xbox parties, we hang out in chat rooms, and you just talk, and you start getting to know people, and that's
right.
My friend, my virtual friends list and my real life friends list, start to gel together, and that's what people need to remember. That's what gaming has done for us.
And I do have to shout out my boy 100, because my first E3, he wouldn't even let me book a hotel. I was in his house with his family. That's how close we got for the years of just being around, you know what I'm saying? And he lives in 3,000 miles away, where my sister just flew in from last night in California. So,
yeah, that's right. He's from the West Coast too.
Right, he's from LA.
He's a cool dude. I've seen him around for a long time, and
listen,
he's always, I know he has his own YouTube channel, and he's always trying to do his thing.
He's crazy, but he's not like that in real life. Yeah. How we talking now is how he is. Open his door, I spent all this money for this barbecue. He took a day out of E3. When we got back, we both light-skinned. he was black as a crayon. All the smoke from the grill, his clothes. The boy is the grill. He's the grill pit master. He could cook. But we went to this restaurant. All the butchers knew him. I mean, these stores, all the butchers knew him. He said, "Yo, I'm not going to E3 today." I said, "What?" He said, "Yo, listen, somebody got to cook all this food." When we got back, and we talking about an all-day walking affair. Listen, he had smoke on his face, arms, every part of his body. It looked like you just needed to hose him down like they did Rambo in the first one. It was crazy. It was crazy. This dude opened his doors to everyone. Everyone, come to my house. You know what I'm saying? Open the backyard. He's an excellent individual. I don't care what he say on his channel. I don't care. He bleed green. He definitely bleed green.
Yeah, he does.
His heart is pure. Solid dude. Got to shout him out. That's my brother to the end. And I'm going to call him later. He had a little problem. I got to call you. So if you're watching this, I'm going to call you later.
All right. Yeah, I haven't talked to him a whole lot. I kind of talked to him on Twitter a little bit, but that's the beauty of it too. When you make those connections and stuff, it's amazing.
It's also like the beauty of the internet, because the older you get, people in my neighborhood, that are the same age don't play games anymore. When you talk about it, it's like, oh yeah, no, it's like they got married and it's like, skedaddle out of here, come on, and that's great. We made friends online, and now we're
one thing about
we're
this
friends
game
in real life. We're
no
just not living in the same block.
There's no age limit, because I stay killing 6 and 7-year-olds in Fortnite. I feel no way about it. I feel no way about it.
You know what? They don't feel any way about it when they do it to you.
They don't.
Little punks.
One followed me into Clown's room. He said, "I ain't like the way you beat me." And I said, who kid is this? He said, 1v1 me, Lemon, 1v1. I said, Fortnite is not a 1v1 game. He says, I'm going to make something up in the room and we're going to fight for hours. I said, okay, come on. That little kid was all over the place. I was like, oh, he brought the competitive. I said, oh, I might have to really get at this little boy. He was like, hey, you remember my name the next time you see me. PK was like, Lemon, what happened? I said, yo, I don't even know how he followed me in here. Some kid for Fortnite. I had just won, but he came in, he chased me down on live just to fight me one-on-one for 2 hours. I added him to my friend list. That little kid is crazy, but I loved it.
There you go. You know what? And was it clean?
Oh yeah, no. He was very respectful. He wasn't, but his energy was crazy. He was losing and still like, I don't care, I'm gonna fight to the end like the Avengers. So I was like, yo, PK, is this one of your kids? Like, I thought they were setting me up. But no, he followed me from Fortnite and he was not playing.
Oh my God.
I was into a whole other game. He was like, he begged me for like 20 minutes. I said, all right, I'm going to I was playing 2K. I said, I got to make this dude quit first because I'm not going to quit just to get a loss just to play you. But as soon as I'm finished with this dude, I'm going to get at you. And boy, he had it all. He said, I'm making a level right now. I was like, you can do that? I didn't even know Fortnite do that. But it was a blast. And everybody was in the chat. They was like laughing. Then when he left, they was like, he didn't say one curse word. He was very respectful. Okay. He just was playing and being competitive, and he was cracking jokes. He was making fun of me. He was like, "Yeah, people elbow. We not even wrestling. I got you." I was like, "It's my son."
Someone raising a good kid. Remember back in the day, Halo and Call of Duty, you would have had these dumbass kids saying the N-word and all. Your mama and this, and like,
but you got to flip it on them. You got to reverse it and just count them.
Yeah,
that's it.
Jago said he was like Wakanda forever.
He was. That little kid was the best. Man.
Jago,
he was fun
man.
As hell. I laughed the whole time we was in there. I was like, man, this is what it's about, man. That's a fact.
That's all right. See, that's all right. That's probably a kid with good parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds like it.
That's a great story, man. That's a great story. I don't do much 1v1 or PvP. Peter and Chris know that, man. I'm more of a co-op guy.
Well, look,
Yeah,
You know,
because we have to carry you.
I'm
That's okay.
starting
Man.
at a
Shit.
game night on Sundays, man. We're gonna do co-op. You can come play co-op with us, but we
Yeah.
also doing competitive.
Yeah, so
Looks
tell
like
us.
Halo.
All right, so
Hold on.
Mag said that was one of the best stories he's heard in a long time. Tell us real quick about that. So tell us what you got cooking.
All right, I got I'm starting a game night at I think it's the 26th of Sunday. I'm going to put a poll up. It's for really us, the community. You can have some subscribers in there, of course, to fill in the gaps. But I want the gaming community to come together and play and show everybody that we can have fun. I want whoever stream it out. Everybody who streams like yourself. I'm gonna put 3 select games a week and have us vote on it, and whatever wins, we're gonna play on that Sunday. Because I don't want to dictate what we play.
I already voted. I already voted Halo 5.
That eliminates other people. Like you like co-op, so you might want to play Back 4 Blood or Aliens Fire Team or Gears.
Yeah.
So I'm starting that up just to show. First of all, to get us together, to play together. You know what I'm saying? Bring us all together in one place.
That's great.
Like shout out to Mr. Tushy. He has a nice game night.
Yeah, he does. Saturday.
He does.
They time zone is crazy. But compared to us, but
I know. I
played over there with Battlefield 4 with them. It was a great time. But it's no games excluded. Anything co-op or competitive. We're just gonna play and have a great time. And like I said, I want people to stream so they can see us all together and bringing us laughter, having a great time. That's the energy we're supposed to display. So that's my real drive behind my community night. Not just playing games and nobody sees it. I want people to see. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about.
That's where I got to give a shout out to Fun Speculation. When before I could go to before I couldn't go to bed at 3 in the morning, because else going on in my life. He used to do a little game session after Xbox Ultimate, and that's where I met a few other people like Cyber Gunter and AssassinLupa and him and Caitlin, Lady AF, and
right.
It was just fun, man. It was competitive. It was always competitive. I always got my ass kicked, but at least we had fun doing it, and it was
fun.
That's what it was about. So
3-bit
and 3-bit, right? Who could?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta shout them out. I'm on their podcast tomorrow. I'm like on a podcast killer.
I know you are, man.
You have.
You're on tour.
So I'll be
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
You're on tour.
Yeah.
Hey, got one more quarter.
But also like a community night with Noob Nukem and
yeah, that's a good time.
Prior to that is Mr. Tushy. It's not really in my time zone because it's
it's a little bit
more UK based, but still good stuff.
Yeah,
and shout out to Newfoundland, man. Made my stomach still hurt like I was doing 1,000 sit-ups, laughing so damn hard the other day. It was crazy, crazy fun.
And that's their their organicness too, because they got a really good thing. We don't Doof and Mag are here, but you can't leave out Titan Drago. You can't leave that man out.
Not at all, man. Energy's crazy.
That
Tony Baloney, man.
I know that whole show is just awesome. It
really was like,
is.
you got any questions? I couldn't answer because I was laughing.
You were like, no.
I said, oh my God.
Man, how many times did you say amazing. I'm done?
It was fun as hell.
There was just nothing left at the end of that show.
Oh, man.
I tell them all the time, like I'll listen while I'm watching something with my wife, and then when Noof goes into Arnold, I pause what we're watching. I turn it up so my wife and I can. Arnold, she's impressed by his Arnold, but sometimes she'll just be like, and she'll shake her head. And I'm like, yeah, probably not a great, probably not a great night to let you hear this, but
just laugh. That's it. Don't
laugh.
Judge. Just laugh.
No, right.
Man, I'm still.
But even like Tony Baloney, like Bag, when he does his little videos, right? He posts them on Twitter where he played Alloy, and then he did the one where he played his cousin in the hot tub, and that.
Yeah.
It just cracks the shit up. So I have to show my wife. I'm like, I told her, look at this guy.
God.
This guy trips me up. That guy is funny as hell. I gotta give him credit for doing shit. I wouldn't do that, but you know,
Yo.
he just
That video,
Yeah.
that video where he put his PlayStation 5 to bed.
yeah.
For the fall. Oh my god, I watched that 3 times. It's just because he was so deadpan in doing it
Yeah.
that you just could not help but laugh.
Facts.
And then that just, you know, it's just awesome. It really is. Now, real quick, and hey, it's only been an hour. Dragon's Den. How did that come about? And tell us about that. Because I started listening for the last few weeks. I'm not gonna lie. Saturdays are tough, but I get in that chat.
Yeah, Saturdays are tough for a lot of people. That's why I tried to move it up earlier because you know Fridays is tough for me. I party all the time. So
That's
Friday and Saturday.
right.
So I'm always
That's
out
all right.
stroking the streets. But it's
You only
been in the
live
work
once.
for 2 years. I should have been started it, but I'm a person about presentation. If you watch any of my videos, I don't never do nothing that you be like, what the hell? I can't do it. You know, I'm like Steven Spielberg behind his camera. So it's
you
like
appear. You appear in your chair.
oh yeah.
First time I saw that,
with
I was like,
the heaven hogs,
damn,
you like
yes.
that?
You just you phase in like Star Trek.
Well, you know, I just try to do something different, man. But the Dragon's Den has been in the works for a long time because I just needed it to be presented properly. You know what I'm saying? My panel is small. I have great guests coming on all the time. I gotta get y'all guys over there also. But it's just something I just try to give back to the people. You know what I'm saying? I do my giveaways. I tell people all the time the channel is funded by me. So please at least tell me you got the codes in the chat, you know what I'm saying? So I can, say something on camera. But I just try to give people a good, fun show, man. A good, fun show. But Newfoundland just showed me I'm gonna have to step my game up because that was fun as hell. I appreciated that. But yeah, it's been in the works for a long time. It's something I wanted to do. I love podcasting. Like I said, I love communicating with the chat, with the community. So that's, just wanted my spin on it. You know what I'm saying? I always try to have subjects. Of course, everybody got the main topics for the week, but I always try to hit somebody with stuff nobody told me, like the Halo condoms. Everybody was laughing, like, how did Lemon find that? So, but I'm on the internet all day, and I'm not at work because I'm out on comp. I hurt my knee. So I better get it in because I do 150 hours in 2 weeks when I go back to work. So I got to take advantage while I'm out to keep, just keep building and growing. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it came from. Just wanted to be with the community.
It's a great looking layout that you have there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And just again, the way you have the layout, and then you have you're throwing the that was funny. You kept doing the shooting the gun with PK, right? Because I mean, I'll tell you what, I like Slick Slayer, right? The Slick Slayer.
Six Slayer.
And PK. Those are great guys you have on the panel, and they both bring their own energy.
Yeah, they definitely different but the same, but they definitely.
Definitely.
So you guys got a great chemistry, and you have your own sense of humor about things and this and that. And I love it how you interact.
It was funny this weekend.
Yes, I know Six since he was like 14.
Okay, yeah, you can tell. You can see that chemistry. It's like Iron Lords, right? Some of them, they grew up together.
They all of them except Attic.
Yeah, he's the adopted child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I was outside of my deck when you were. I forgot what I was doing, and PK was going off on Cyberpunk.
Oh,
You're like, man, it might be the first time we kick someone off the podcast.
yo, PK's a great dude, but he be killing people who don't play games. He be like, they just be talking, but you look at their track record, they don't play nothing, but they got mad opinions.
Yeah.
I said, yo, whatever. Let me call my sister-in-law and make sure you good at home because something ain't right today. He was on fire. Man. But I love PK. Good dude, man. Oh, my
goodness.
Good dude.
Smart guy, right? He's
one you go to the both of them are IT dudes.
Yeah.
Both of them. They're Sick. When he was young, he was highly into PCs. And, of course, at that time, he couldn't get the PCs. He wasn't working. He's a young boy. So he used to helped me build high-end PCs, and he used to teach me how to put PCs together and all this. And he was young into that craziness, so he kind of helped me evolve into the. Well, he did help me evolve into the PC side of gaming, because I've been playing Rainbow Six way before it came to console. But yeah, he brings that element. But he's an IT guy too. Very important. Both of them is very important at their jobs. So they high up. But I love them two guys. That's a fact. I got to shout out my female co-host Akumu.
Oh yeah,
Mrs. Master, very humble. She streams.
Really cool.
She really don't do no YouTube, but she streams a lot. But her knowledge is really unrivaled, and it's not about, you know, it's like some of these girls out here. They go out there, show breasts, they take sexy pictures with all the makeup on to get attention. She just talks gaming. She don't care. So I wanted somebody like that and give the female perspective. She's a genius. She's very intelligent. So shout out to her too.
It was cool when I was on when her and Bloody Knuckles was on, and
that's her boyfriend.
Oh really?
Oh, is it?
So,
okay.
Yeah, that's all my boy. Shout out to Bloody.
They, you know, I think something came up about Pat South, and I was like, oh yeah, I've been going there for 6 years. And they're like, really? Because they live here in San Antonio too. So I'm like, oh, cool. And, you know, next time I got to meet up with you guys. So
yeah, they go to PAX and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely like we all are. We super nerds.
Yeah.
Super nerds. When back in the days you was a nerd, nobody wants to talk about that. So
it's okay to be a super nerd. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's your?
But I gotta say one thing before we go.
Yeah.
My greatest thing to me, I'm really very proud of it. Shout out to my man Gravigard, as I love my Game Pass hype train. I love it.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Did he make
I love that train.
He made that? Okay.
I gave Graf the idea. I said, listen, remember the Soul Train? He said, yeah. I said, but I needed to say Game Pass and be green. He was like, how do you come up with this? I said, I don't know. Just you do it. You the animator. Just do it.
I'm surprised. I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised he knew what Soul Train was.
Yo, he knew. Because if not, I was going to shoot him an old video link on YouTube. But he got it. And he hit it on Bells, Whistles, Clowns Go. Can I borrow that? No.
I'm thinking they didn't have Soul Train up in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
So, man.
On TV, maybe. Hey, shout out to Lady Foxfire. She just popped in the chat.
Wonderful sister, Lady Foxfire. We're getting her on soon too. I got to talk to her, and I got to shore up Doggy Dog as well. And Brother Lance Jennings is in the chat. So
yeah, what's up, Lance?
Yeah. What's playing on your TV in the background? Because I've seen Star Fox so far.
I think this is the Mario RPG.
Okay.
I think that's what that is. But I got I try to have everything on this thing, man. I got Genesis. These are all the classic systems.
I see them.
But I want to get a Raspberry Pi so I can put anything I want from MAME and all that. But this is that 3-dimensional Mario game. I can't remember the damn name. But we all played it. But yeah, some retro game for Mario.
If you have an old unused Xbox One, you can do that stuff. That's because I don't have a Sega CD. So that's what I've ripped my CDs to, and I got RetroArch running on my Xbox One.
I was gonna do that to my S.
So my understanding is that the S will run PlayStation 2 emulation.
Yep, that's a fact.
I almost wanted to, because I was thinking of the same thing, get a Pi or something like that, and I'm like, I could get an S and do the same thing.
Yeah, I got the S. I was gonna do it. I still might do it. I just ain't get around to it, but I think that's the route I'm gonna go. Because it's in my bedroom, and I don't play games in my bedroom. I just got it because somebody was trading it in brand new, not even unsealed, for $140 trading price. I was like, there's no way I'm not taking it. Give it that up. I gave him the cash right on the spot. Give me that. Can't even get a system.
That I might have to look into. Bunch of games I don't need anymore. If I could trade in the Xbox One, because if I did that, I'd have one heck of an emulation machine. I'm doing the video games monthly, and I'm starting to get PS1 and PS2 games, and it dawned on me, unless I go after like a Polymega or something like that, which is $500, I don't have a system to play them on. Now I could play PS1 games on kind of my Surface Pro, but I can't play PS2 games on it. I'm starting to get PS2 games now, so I might.
There's
have
only
to
one
see,
game I want for PS2.
which is
Def Jam Vendetta.
oh.
Both Def Jams. I was going to spend $400 just to have that one game on a PlayStation 2 with the disc. It was going to be about $400, but I might as well just do my S and stop wasting money.
Yeah, because it only costs $20 to turn it into developer
Right.
mode.
Only $20.
So and
Just
it's
got to do
easy,
footwork.
so easy.
Yeah, it's easy. Yes.
And
so
RetroArch works outstanding on it. So I play all of my Sega stuff on there, and a lot of the arcade stuff works flawlessly. In fact, I got to go back because they updated the version of RetroArch. I got to go back and see if some of the arcade stuff that didn't work before works now. Because they're starting to catch up with the Xbox builds to what they were doing on the PC side. So yeah, if you do that, let me know how it is, because I've heard great things.
Yeah, me
about
and
the
Graf was
emulation.
talking about it. We was talking about that because he's the one that told me to get a Raspberry Pi. And I was like, I could just turn my S into a emulation machine. He was like, yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
And it probably do a better job. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that Ryzen chip would do a better job. I mean, that thing, that's a beast of a machine as it is. Yeah, it will. So, all right. Caught up everybody in the chat, man. Everybody, the chat room is just on fire right now. These guys are awesome.
Sure is.
So, Drinking Games with Josh has some great stories from Lemon tonight. See, your fan base is growing. That's what we're about, man. We're about, and that's what the guild's about, is lifting everybody up, man. Bringing you on
I appreciate the invite,
get
though,
you
definitely.
in front of our crowd, and you pull some traffic to your channel from you being here. That's what it's about for us. We know people have done that. I mean, there's this good section of folks in our chat that came from other shows. Doggy found us from Noof's channel. A lot of people from Retro Renegades come over here. A lot of people from our we got some retro channels, as you know, in the guild. Making Ice Cream Productions, Go Game Go, OEB Pete, and those guys have come over here. And so, the whole point of the Gamers United Guild is a rising tide lifts all boats. And when they say support and be supported, it's not like a linear thing. It just means people are going to support you support everybody else, and everybody benefits. Everybody benefits.
Right.
And that's it's a community. That's what I love about it. So, and it's just it's great to have you in this group. You fit what we're about.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys want to talk some PlayStation? We haven't talked PlayStation really well in a while.
Let's do it.
You gotta say we gotta talk positive PlayStation.
We do. We do.
Shit, I'm out.
We haven't been to many positive situations, so this should be good.
I hate to say it, but it's going to be a
place.
change.
Yo, it has.
All right, Peter, get us into it. Do it. You say
All
it so
right.
I can change the topic light up.
Topic number 2, the PlayStation Showcase.
All right. I suck at running the show, Lemon. That's my problem. We'll have talked a half hour about it, and I still be on the current topic is welcome 108 Dragons.
My girl had
It shows that you're always welcome.
She said, listen, what are you watching? I said, my guy's coming near Miko. She said, what the hell is that? She said, it's another system, ain't it? I said, nah. I watched it the whole time. She was like, "You not gonna come in the bedroom?" No. Just different, man.
Awesome.
That was some great coverage. Good energy. The crowd was crazy.
Oh man, that whole weekend was great, man. and getting to meet
If I
some of
knew, I
those
would've
people.
drove down there. I didn't know. I didn't
You know
really
what?
know.
I had no idea because I didn't know how far you were. And honestly, I don't, the Amico is an interesting subject to talk about because there's a lot going on with it right now, but it's kind of on hold. Pandemic sort of slammed everybody, so there's no system was supposed to come out a month from now, and it's not going to make it, and not quite sure when it's going to get here, but it's probably going to be early next year. And when it does, man, you talked about having 30 people in your house. That brings you back to those days, that couch co-op, kind of thing. I know we're looking forward to it, and I know I'm gonna stream the hell out of it when I do finally get it. But
you made me download Psychonauts.
Hey,
I hated that first game, and I beat it. I didn't know what was going on. Second game is absolutely amazing. I couldn't even believe the same people made it.
such a different game. Isn't it?
Yes.
No.
It's awesome.
It makes you wonder how much did they go back and kind of change or add once they joined Xbox,
Yeah. But I mean, when you ain't got to worry about keeping on the lights no more, you can just work.
Yeah.
No.
It's a big difference. Oh yeah, I got a 401k now. Okay, and I got dental and medical coverage. Now all we got to do is make games. Easy.
Yeah.
That's a fact. People
And
keep
they
thinking
did.
Microsoft pay for these studios. They pay for a whole lot more than just taking over a studio.
I tell you what, I have not seen a game worth the wait like that.
Yeah.
That they kicked back and said, you know what, we're gonna work on making this game better. We're gonna work on making it right, and they had to do it all remote. Like they put out videos of how they were developing the game remotely, and you're always leery about that, but the finished product,
Awesome.
can't argue with it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even buggy.
Dreadpool says he's at his PC in case we want to let him in.
PC Master Race. There we go.
Going back when you were talking about Amico, the trouble that they've been having, and and here recently we saw a deal about both Xbox, and PlayStation, that they're probably going to struggle trying to get as much PS5s and Series X and S, or probably more the X out, until next year, next fall, or no beyond that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here you got in television, they don't have the money Xbox and PlayStation have to produce their console like they can. So it's no surprise, and I don't mind waiting. It'll happen. So
if the big boys got problems, the little guys do.
I know.
Yeah. My boy went to go buy an Escalade the other day. He told me I had to wait 8 months till they got the chips into the truck.
Yeah.
And he already put the money down and signed the contract.
You have to do it. Yeah, you got to get on their list, but they want that money still.
I said, wow.
I can build your vehicle and put that chip in there with no money.
Right.
So,
So everybody got it bad.
Yeah. So, they're working hard. They're trying to keep things going. And they've got developers and stuff that are, they've got to worry about too. So it's not just,
I wish they would open it up. I know, to crowdfunding and let us help them out. I mean, I know they're out there trying to get money from sponsors or this so and so, but sometimes the best thing to do is reach out to the gamers, and people will open up.
Let me talk to Tommy, because I thought he said that they were going to open up another round of public funding.
I hope so.
Because last time they did that, the funding on not Fig, but there was another funding. Nick, Geeks with Cash, if you're still in the chat, remind me where they did their first round of public funding. But he's talked about doing a second round, so I'll find out about that. I'll send it out if they start doing it. So, but let's break into some of this PlayStation stuff. So it was how long was that? It was about a 40-minute with the after show, right? About 30.
About 47 minutes.
Yeah.
About
so lots of gameplay trailers. Lots of stuff. Now, some stuff that we knew, some stuff that was that we know is multi-plat. Everybody does that. I think people have to understand they're going to show off. Both Microsoft and Sony are going to show off. Thank you, Republic. That was it, Lance. Thank you, brother Lance. Everybody wants
CGI.
right, a lot of CGI, but they started off with a surprise that I think people were not expecting. I know I wasn't. You saw Lucasfilm games, you're like, all right, so it's a Star Wars game. Lucas has been kind of throwing out the licensing to people. And the
rumor was that KOTOR was going to be a remake,
Right. And here it is. And that's first out of the gate for them to show. And at least as of now, it is a PS5 and PC only, which took me by surprise. I think I said in your chat, Lemon, I'm like, no way in hell it's PS5 exclusive. Well, for now it is. So, being made by Aspire, and
I'm excited. That's one of my top 5 games.
Yeah.
KOTOR. I tell you what, I don't have a PS5, and I don't plan on buying one anytime soon. But if they come out, when that game comes out and they say, hey, we got a custom PS5, I'm going to buy it. Well, as long as it looks good. But I love my Star Wars, so especially KOTOR.
Yes.
So who knows how long or when it will come to Xbox. We've seen this with Final Fantasy VII and others, and it's like, okay, you say it's time, but when is it going to come to, Xbox? I prefer playing on Xbox. But if I really want to play this game and so on, either I play it on PC or I'll get a PS5, especially if it's custom.
Can we just take 1 minute to talk about remakes and remasters and all that jazz? I'm getting so tired of it.
I know.
And now also, like the Alan Wake remaster. It's like, really?
Thank you.
Why?
I know. I agree. I
mean, are we running out of ideas? It's like, it's like we've had 26 letters of the alphabet and then that's it, no more. It's like we have to regurgitate this jazz and
I get that, but I look at it from the other end is that a lot of these franchises like this that were very popular, like Dead Space, right? People, when are we going to get another one? And it costs a lot of money to do a new IP and all that. But if they go back and refresh some of these and bring it out, introduce to new gen, and it's like, and it gives that spark, and then it's like, okay, now let's go do a sequel. We look how well Capcom has done with Resident Evil, introducing some of those old Resident Evil games. I think it kind of helps.
I mean, but why not? I mean, Resident Evil, I think, is a bad example because we had 7 and 8 and whatever. You make a 9 instead of remaking the other ones. It's like,
but they're still doing sequels, right? I mean, they just did 8, but then they go back and so. I get what you're saying.
To me, it's more a cash grab because it's easy.
It is, and
because they don't have to think about it. It's just they can also outsource it or even within a small team or whatever. It's like here you go, make it.
But if it helps and also money and sparks the franchise back up, then hopefully we get a sequel.
Right, and some of them do look good, but let's also talk about. I'm skipping ahead a little bit. The GTA 5 remake for PS5.
Oh, that's
I mean, did that thing look even better than
No,
Right.
And in fact, I'll tell you what,
the current one that runs on the Series X, I did not see that. To me, it looked worse. I don't know what it is. A lot of the remakes don't maybe they look better, especially if you probably put them side by side. But in my memory, they look worse.
Console
So-
play requires subscription. Interesting. No,
Say again? What?
watch what it said on the screen. Hold on.
Yeah.
The hell does this mean? The
Grand
Grand Theft Auto 5 and internet connection required.
requires subscription.
Maybe to PS.
Prescription to play online. PSP.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Okay, because that's awfully.
Not like $15 a month just to be online. Like, you need gold or you need
Right.
PlayStation
But I just
Plus.
found it weird
Yeah.
that it said console play requires subscription. I think they left a word out. I think they
But I'm gonna
left out.
I'm gonna say something for the record. Alan, there's difference between a remake and a remaster.
Mhm.
Capcom did a great job with those two remakes. They added new scenes, new dialogue, new cuts, new gameplay elements because those games was outdated. It's the remasters that get on my nerves. I don't need Alan Wake to be remastered. I don't need Dead Space to be remastered. They're not being remade.
And
They're being
Alan
remastered.
Wake did not even look very good.
Right, like Alan Wake
By
did not
today's
look good.
standards.
But I could play it right now today on my 360.
Mhm.
I mean, excuse me, on my Xbox with the backwards compatibility. I could play Alan Wake
Right.
and I could play Dead Space. Now, I love both of those series. I beat the hell out of both of them. I'm not buying it. But for the newer generation that hasn't experienced that, I say okay. But I'm not buying it. Like, why is PlayStation doing Last of Us 1 remaster of a remaster? Who
Yeah.
asked for that? Nobody asked for that.
No.
But
Jim
a
Ryan.
remake, I can go for
Jim?
it. I can do it if you're gonna add what Capcom did, because they're definitely pushing a remake where it needs to be. Don't give me Crysis 3, the Xbox Series X version. Why?
Right.
You just remastered that game. So we got to get it a third, fourth time? That I don't agree with. But I'm HTK, I'm 100% with you on that, man. 100%. I'm kind of drained. I love Alan Wake. I'm not buying it. I don't care if it's Game Pass. I don't care. I had Hades on Switch. I really don't care that it's on Game Pass. I'm glad that my Xbox community can get it on Game Pass for them. Not selfish, but when I even put it on the Switch and I put it on the Xbox, I don't see a difference. I don't. So it's like, unless you're just chasing achievements, but I bought that game a year ago. It's good as on it, but it's just where they're going. They need to push forward with making better and newer IPs. That's how I feel. All this remaster every single generation. I don't care about Grand Theft Auto 5.
Well,
I don't care about, we might have ray tracing. So what?
right.
Fancy shadows. Oh my God.
It's the same pig with lipstick. What the heck?
Right. But I do like remakes. What Capcom did.
A good remake can be good.
Final Fantasy VII's a remake, right?
Yes, and it's awesome.
Kind of,
Awesome.
Yeah.
But every remasters is something different. That's enhanced graphics. That's sharper visuals. A little bit better textures. I bought what is that game, man? I love both of them. I can't think of either one of the games. The game from Platinum that was remastered.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, I hate when that happens. Well, they both
happens
want
to
to
me
tip
all
my
the time.
tongue. I bought them again when I already had them on backwards compatibility. And why the original versions look better?
The
That was-
101?
That,
The wonderful
I
101?
felt slighted for $40. So that kind of burnt me because I'm like, I love those games. What is it called, man?
Neo? Dripple says Neo?
No. It
No,
was the
'cause-
one made by Platinum Games that's on Xbox, and they did the remaster. The one with the girl with the gun in her feet.
Oh,
I can't even
Bayonetta.
think
Bayonetta.
Bayonetta, and the other one with the robots. He's fighting with the mechanical suits on.
Near? Not near.
No, he looks like RoboCop, but he's not. It's a suit he's wearing. He's fighting big robots. They both came out on the same disc or the same digital download. I can't think of, and I love both of them, man. I can't think of this damn name. But anyway,
Jeff
Bayonetta-
Rule says
Done it.
Vanquish.
Vanquish?
yes, Vanquish. Thank you.
All right. Jeff Rule. Jeff Rule with the save.
Think of both of them. Maybe because I'm tired of Platinum Games and they BS. But
Yeah.
when I bought them, these are remasters. These are not remakes. They're remasters. I felt jerked. I saw no difference. Matter of fact, the Xbox 360 backwards compatibility version looks better than both of them.
Yeah. Well,
So-
here's Alan Wake, and I agree. I don't need to buy this because I've got it, and it's the same game.
But it doesn't even look good.
It didn't even look good. Facts.
Oh,
It's
because
a
you can only do so much with the
PS3
original
game.
assets.
Maybe.
Look.
I don't
It's
know.
good for the PlayStation community because they never had
Yes,
it.
they never
be
had it.
real.
I guess.
I'm gonna leave it at that because this didn't look
Hey,
impressive.
but if they would get Game Pass on is it in Game Pass actually? Alan Wake?
No.
It was. No?
It was.
Oh.
No, but
See, that would be
Alan Wake is on backwards compatibility. Anyway,
yeah.
it
that
is,
and,
and so is
the
American
second-
Nightmare, the DLC
American
for it.
Nightmare too, right?
Yeah.
Because I have
So,
them
you
both.
I
know-
mean, but this, yeah. Sorry,
Listen.
this is almost not acceptable.
Right.
No, it's not. I mean, you can only do so much with the original assets. You really
Right.
can
Yeah, I
only do
guess.
so much with it.
A
You know?
remake would be done way. First of all, that game was ahead of its time, graphically.
Yes.
Graphically, that game was like you was playing like, damn. So you know they overachieved anyway. So I'm happy
This-
for those who didn't play it, who could play it a little bit better. But the shadow's gonna be a little bit more shinier. Good luck.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I mean, Alan Wake is the reason that that many of us had such confidence in Quantum Break, right?
I
That
don't know.
next
I like
game-
what I saw what in Quantum Break. I never bought Alan Wake. I think I only got it through Games with Gold or something like that. And I played it. It's good. It's not anything great. I mean, people
You didn't
make it
think that
sound
game
like
was
this is like a huge masterpiece, but
I
maybe
love that.
50 years from now.
I love that game, man. That
Yeah.
his division. It was like it's like playing a Stephen King movie. That's how I felt, and I
yeah,
love
it
Stephen
was.
King, so I guess that's why I'm a little bit biased.
No, I'm
But
with
it wasn't
you
good
about
enough to buy the remake. I mean remaster.
No. especially when guys like us were pining for a sequel, a real sequel.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and Alan Wake
And they're probably
too.
working on it.
They probably are. Yeah.
And this is just to maybe to whet the appetite of the PlayStation folks, maybe.
Sure as hell aren't
we
working on a
beg
Quantum
for a
Break
sequel.
sequel.
As a community, we begged for it and we never got it. So
Maybe
This is what-
maybe
what
this
they
is the
decide.
stepping stone. Maybe this is the next. Maybe this is the stepping.
maybe
stone
they just
to
try
it.
to test out the water to see if they can get some excitement for their game.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So,
Maybe.
I mean,
Well,
at
they're already
least-
working on two, I believe. But maybe if this one, does extremely poorly, then they will just,
yeah.
stop too.
See, Josh says I'd pick this up on this 360 for cheap if I did not already have it already. I mean that's
Right.
But yeah, I mean it for people that never played it, that don't support Xbox. All right, I'm gonna be very surprised. I mean, I'll already go out front and tell you that this thing's gonna sell way more on the PlayStation than it will on the Xbox, because I think Xbox owners are gonna remember that they've got it already. They've played it.
Right.
Most Xbox gamers.
But is it
play
going to
this.
sell on PlayStation, though?
I think
know.
it will. I think it will, because there's a lot of people who are pining for Alan Wake to come over to PlayStation, the original, before this remaster. This has been a PlayStation request for years, honestly, and Remedy. This is one of those times too when I've been critical of Microsoft, because they had Remedy. Remedy was more or less a second-party developer for them. Quantum Break.
Facts.
They Alan Wake, they had them, and whatever happened with Quantum Break, they ruined that relationship with Remedy, and so Remedy supports the Xbox, sure, but they're going to be multi-platform forever. So, and
Remedy, in my opinion, is overrated. The first Max Payne was excellent.
Oh, let me go.
You with
Let me
the whole
hit that
bullet
button.
points.
Shots is
So
being
delicious.
fired, Mike.
And
Oh, do you-
Quantum Break was good. Control was not as good. I mean,
No,
I
Quantum-
don't know. And Alan Wake was like, I don't know.
Quantum
enjoyed
Break
Alan
was
Wake.
awesome.
Oh.
They
But I'm
crapped
with
all
you
over
on
that
Yeah,
game.
Quantum Break is awesome. And I love that movie part 2,
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
love
with
that.
you on Control. Control was fair to middling. I mean, it was decent, but it wasn't anything to rush.
It was
home
not a
about.
Quantum Break.
No, it was not.
And
was
it
not
didn't
at that
sell
level,
that
too.
well too out the gate.
And I think
not.
visually it was not up to par to Quantum Break either.
No, it was not. No, it was not.
And it's possible because it's multiplat that it suffered.
That is a. I mean, can correlate. You know, when you have to develop for multiple platforms, if you don't have the, remember that was their first PS game as well. I mean, they had just redone their tech work on multiple platforms.
Mm-hmm.
But again, just great talk. I blame Microsoft for this because they mishandled Quantum Break, and Phil, I know it wasn't a game that he started, but Phil wiped out. Phil did Mafia hit on anything that Don Matrick was doing. Let's just call it like it is, man.
Well,
Connect,
yeah, I mean,
He should have.
Lion's Head.
He should have.
Nobody's mad at Phil about that today. Trust me. It needed to be forgotten. He was different. Thank God. He tried to sell
But
Xbox.
we always try to blame Xbox side, but who knows, how the Remedy, how they were too with Xbox.
But he said he came out and said he didn't want to be bought.
No, he didn't want to.
I'm not talking
He
about being
said that.
bought though.
Just
Yeah,
like
wait,
people
right?
keep talking about this Sega being purchased by Microsoft.
Now-
Sega don't want to be bought.
Sega's not even their own company. They're owned by Sammy. They can't be bought unless you buy them from Sammy Holdings. They
That's a
literally
fact.
Sega cannot sell themselves. They are owned.
Right.
Oh yeah.
People forget that.
Well, just like Bethesda, they had to buy
They had to
ZeniMax.
buy
ZeniMax,
ZeniMax,
right.
right?
So,
Right.
sure, Xbox can do that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying.
So we
is
get exclusive Skyrim remasters to the Yin Yang.
right. Give them credit though. They're building, they're building that zombie game from their studio, from that studio, and they've got the rights to Indiana Jones. So
Ooh, I'm excited about the Indiana Jones. Too bad we still have to wait. I don't know how long, 3
7
more
years.
plus years.
I know. I will try not to be concerned if we don't see anything in the next year.
Okay,
You
good.
ain't gotta be
Shut it down,
concerned.
Tim.
They got plenty of games next year too.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
One
do.
thing they're not gonna have is a shortage on holiday season. They're not gonna have no more shortages. They got more studios than Sony.
No, which is why Sony is buying up more studios. We'll talk
They
about
need to
that
buy
afterward.
something that matters.
Well, all right. So I've got that under news and games. We will talk about that because I do want to get some thoughts on that. But let's keep the positive. This is let's keep the positive going. We've slipped. We've slipped.
Happy place. Sorry, I derailed it a little bit. But...
Nah,
Don't worry, I
it's all
countered you
good.
like I'm supposed to. So
Yeah, I
It's
blame
all
ACK.
good.
I blame
But
you. I blame you.
But you do have a point.
You brought
What's
that. You
yours?
brought that in here, but it's the facts though. Can't be mad at the truth.
No, so
No.
I guess I shouldn't show this video next then because might re-trigger us all.
Oh,
No.
you just on fire, Mike. Are you serious?
I gotta say though, so I'm not again. I don't think this is. I don't know. Again, remastered, but at least PC is getting this one. So I
Yeah.
guess yay.
But it doesn't look good for PC. It doesn't look.
So this is the same trilogy they had last on PS4, and now remastered for
It's
PS5.
Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I liked 4 better than a lot of people liked 4.
I liked 4. I didn't play Lost Legacy though.
I liked 4 and the Legacy of Thieves collection. I liked 4
Yeah.
and I liked what's her name up front there whip Nathan Drake's ass all game. Forgot her name.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember.
But yeah, I mean, so that's coming next year. All right, so let's get to a couple things that
Yeah.
are new. So we got a new look at Project Eve, which looked really cool. I know your voice picked up when we saw this game.
Oh yeah,
So,
we've been waiting for gameplay.
right,
The game looks awesome. That's Bayonetta the remix.
right.
I like this.
Although, you know, Godfall has me a little worried about these kind of Devil May Cry kind of games, but Devil May Cry has me excited for a game like this. So, and this right here, man, he threw her through a window and then she out in space like Princess Leia.
Yeah, this is crazy. I was
So,
hype.
Yeah,
It's about time now. We've been waiting for this a long time.
Yep. So this is out of a Korean studio, Shift Up, and it's PS5. I don't think that it has been announced for any other platforms at this time. So I don't have anything that that yet says. I've only got one place that lists Xbox, but I'm not seeing anywhere else that lists it. So if anybody knows for sure, just let me know.
It looks amazing though. Looks like a lot of work. And what impresses me about being a Korean title, like a lot of these Japanese games that follow this format, all the levels look the same. Like Code Vein, it's like, man, damn, it doesn't change. But this one seems like it has great environments and it different.
Yes.
That's what I wanted.
This is Eve Parasite?
Yeah.
It's called Project Eve.
Yeah. Project Eve.
Oh, okay.
Looks awesome. I can go with that.
It does. And he looks badass.
Facts.
So, all right. So Gematsu says that it's PS4, now PS5 as well, Xbox One, and PC. So that was back in 2019. So this is the first time we've seen it in a couple years. I don't know. You know, it could just very well be that they just showed it off here at the Sony showcase. So we'll see. We got more of this coming. In the not too distant future, mankind is expelled from Earth after losing the battle against the invaders called the natives, NA:'Thieves. To win back Earth, the player becomes Eve, the survivor of the paratrooper squad deployed from the colony, who must fight through powerful enemies with new comrades. So there's you know, this has haptic feedback with the DualSense controller. Acquire skills and items, grow stronger. You could do special attacks by gaining beta gauge. They do not have a release date.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know. That does look insane.
Yes.
So no release date yet.
This is called I'm gonna whoop your. Yeah, it does look cool. These creatures that she's fighting.
It's been a long time since you've seen anything from it, so to see this type of gameplay is awesome, man.
Yeah.
This looks nice.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let me ask you something, Mike.
Yes, sir.
You got a PS5 now, right?
I do indeed.
Do you like the haptic triggers? I don't. I turn them off.
So, as the great. So I'm after playing the Astros Playroom, I'm interested to see what else people are gonna do with it. I don't know. I liked it in Astros Playroom.
Yeah, it fit that game perfectly, but that was about it. But go ahead.
I mean, it's like a
that was the whole point of that game.
A glorified demo, kind of.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, my problem with the triggers is, right, like I play competitively. I forgot. I think they had a free weekend for Call of Duty multiplayer or something. So I went over there just to try out their online service because they're in an Azure service now. And to have the trigger fighting you back while you're trying to snipe somebody,
Yeah.
I was like, nah. After I was like,
You pull the trigger and it doesn't work.
Right. And it's like it's fighting you back. I mean, it's like it should be called strong arm feedback because Lord, I was like, and it kills your battery. I got an extra battery pack on my controller, but damn, I was like, nah.
Does it kill your battery or the battery is just short?
It's kind of short, but I always get the extender that plugs on the front. I have one again, but it's just like, I don't like it. I got it turned off by default. That and the microphone on the controller. I just turn it off. Yeah, I turn that off by default. I mean, I get the concept. Like in Astrobot, it was absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Yes. But if you playing a shooter and you trying to get, I don't need it to be fighting me back, man. I guess in a racing car game it would be good because I like it on Forza and stuff like that when they use the triggers on Xbox. I don't mind that, but
yeah, I'm curious.
It's like it's pushing back against you. It's not just giving you the feel. It's like when you pull back a bow, it's like, okay, for you to get that feeling, you're squeezing down, but it's pushing back. So I'm like, nah, I don't think I want to get adjusted to that.
Yeah. I don't want to be simulating, how it would feel to shoot a sniper rifle or a bow. I just want to play the game, right?
Yeah, definitely have it off by default. I
think it was in Ratchet & Clank too. I think there was one of the guns. It was very annoying.
Yes.
Yes.
And I keep trying to. Every game I go, I'll turn it back on. I'll give it a chance, but then I turn it right back off. Just give me the rumble and the triggers. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't really a fan of that too much.
Okay, I have to play it more. I was a fan of it with like I said with Astro's Playroom, but I need some more.
But that game was almost made in order to.
No, but it is. It's made to show. It is made for that. That's exactly why they did it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did. It is made for that.
Right.
Definitely. Because they did the first Sackboy. Remember they did the same thing with Sackboy in one of them. I think it was the second one or the third one. They were showcasing how the game can control with the gyroscope and all that and the touchpad. And then after that, no developer really uses the touchpad. But it is what it is.
Yeah. It's for everybody. It's not for everybody, and that's all right. Like I said, I haven't played much else, to be honest, on the PS5. I need to get Ratchet. I need to get Ratchet and Clank. I'm waiting for a sale.
Ratchet is awesome.
I watched Peter stream it, and
that game was fun.
That game is awesome. Right.
It played better than what I saw. I was a little hesitant at first because it looked kind of boring. But once you start playing it, it's like, oh, that's a lot of fun.
And it's beautiful.
Yes.
That it is. It is damn beautiful. Absolutely. All right. So what else we got here? By the way, welcome, Brother Invader. All right. From
Distracted, just popped in.
Yep. Cousin Born. And of course, Sunday nights is Xbox Talk again with TXR.
Facts.
There's another great member of the Gamers United Guild. So, all right, another game that we were looking at that looks quite tasty. Luminous and Square. Forspoken. This is a game that I had no knowledge of until I saw this. And when I was done, I was like, hey, this looks interesting. So, this is a story trailer. And at first I was like,
she died.
Right, and she died. Is this the medium? No, it's not. So,
this looked damn good too.
Did. So this is Luminous is the studio that Amy Hennig went and created. So remember the game that they said they were working on? Yeah. This is that game.
Oh, right.
Okay.
So Gary Whitta is working on this game. You might know him from Rogue One. So there's a pretty powerhouse team, working this game.
Who's there?
So now, and so knowing that, and knowing, of course, Square Enix is basically, Sony's best friend in the world, this is a PlayStation-only game. Well, come on, man, it's fact. It's fact.
Right, I'm still waiting for Final Fantasy VII on Xbox.
And they could honestly look. Let's call it as it is. They could care less whatever little scraps they give the Xbox, the Xbox fan base. Sure, we'll give you Outriders on Game Pass, but we're gonna get Amy Hennig's new company to make this giant game for PS5. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
Why is Square involved in this then? Publisher. I mean, why not PlayStation itself? Huh?
Because I don't know if they've changed their I don't know if they've changed their rules about this or not, but if you remember back, at least back in the PS4 days, if Sony published the game, Sony controlled the IP.
Oh, wow.
That's why Insomniac made Sunset Overdrive for the Xbox and not the PlayStation, because they wanted to own the Sunset Overdrive IP. And I mean, they flat out said Sony wanted to own the IP. So that's been their MO for a long time. So, SuPRCooPR's in the house. Brother, it's been a minute.
Soup. Yeah.
I hope you're doing well. That's coming out spring 2022.
Yeah, this one looks really.
Spring is going to be lit with games.
Oh, so hold on. All right, so hang on.
Console
hang on.
exclusivity period ends 2 years after release date.
Jesus, 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Good lord.
For what game?
For this game, Forspoken.
So it'll be Xbox in a couple years.
Better be Game Pass for 2 year.
Well, so if Microsoft buys Byrnes, then.
Well, that's what Final Fantasy VII is going on 2 years.
Well, after release date. So.
Yeah. So the release date right now just says spring 2022. So it's going to be at least spring 2024.
Spring 24.
People are going to forget about the game by then. So then Sony knows that. So smart play. Smart play. So
yeah, it looks cool. I mean,
another game. So they showed a couple other games that were. Unless you guys really want to see it, I don't think we need to see another Tiny Tina Wonderlands trailer. I mean, yay. I think we've seen enough Deathloop.
Deathloop looked worse to me.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, you can't really
it's
tell
like
from
each
the
time they
stream.
show stuff, it's like it's
The stream you can't really tell. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't stream in 4K. Nobody could do that. But I mean, I just like. Well, I don't know.
I mean, I will say this: it looks generic.
We've seen it look better before.
I mean, the more they show it, the less I'm excited.
Yeah?
For it.
You didn't like the walkthrough that they had? They had a nice little walkthrough to show you exactly how the game played. That was pretty damn good. There's about 14, 15 minutes of a walkthrough of the game. That was pretty damn good. I'm excited for it. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about if I'm gonna wait for it to come to Xbox. I was trying to get an idea where they was gonna release it, but being that we don't have really nothing to buy this holiday season owning the PS5,
Right.
I kind of feel obligated to justify my purchase because I need to play my PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? And I need something different. So that's the only reason I was gonna pick it up.
See, it's really weird. I'm like a walking mood swing with this. When I was in your chat, I was like, eh. And then as you were getting excited, I was getting excited. And now that I'm looking at this stuff again, I'm getting less excited as we go. I'm trying to be positive.
That drag it down. That's what it is.
I'm trying to be positive, but so far I'm like, okay, it's great stuff if you're a PlayStation like we just talked about with Alan Wake. If you're a PlayStation person that's never played Alan Wake, you're excited for this. If you've never played KOTOR, you're excited as hell because you never got KOTOR. But again, so Deathloop, there are better looking FPSs out there. And there's better looking FPSs that Bethesda themselves own right now. So I'm losing my luster here. Now, so let's. All right. So I'm gonna get to. There were some things that I did that did catch me. One of them was. Did I get it yet? Oh, it was the. Give me 1 sec. I thought that I had grabbed. The Wolverine trailer. We're gonna come back to the Wolverine trailer. It wasn't much. It was just a teaser, but we're getting a Wolverine game. I mean,
excitement.
That was a surprise.
Excitement for me. Woo!
I mean, other than having him in like the Ultimate Alliance games, I don't think Wolverine's had his own game.
He did back in the days.
Did he? Did I miss it? Oh, you know what? You're right.
The host has just rolled away, people.
Yeah,
the host has just rolled away. He's back.
You're absolutely right. Because back in the day when I was actually a game journalist, Activision sent me this when Activision actually owned some of the X-Men stuff. There was a game called X-Men Origins Wolverine. You are right. I got this little limited edition mini bus. You're right. You're right. See? So it's been a while because this was. I want to say this is 2009, so that's 360 era.
That is the first time I've ever seen in any show somebody rolled off set and rolled right back.
Oh,
that was original, and you was smooth with it. You didn't even hiccup, you didn't stutter, you didn't hit nothing. You must have been practicing that.
Yeah, he did. I mean, typically he rolls in the closet.
Yeah, when shit gets too deep, I just roll away.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm about
my
to put
God.
you and Cerebral Paul in a race. That was gangster. Paulie coming for your title. Let's go.
He's got a booster on his seat though. I mean, I can't compete with that. All right, here it is. I grabbed it. I mean, all we got was a teaser, but so I will say this: Insomniac. So this is one of the two big Insomniac titles. So I kind of got hyped for it based on that. I mean, I platinum.
Remember,
Spider-Man.
this is not actual gameplay.
No, it's not.
That's okay. Still get me excited though.
I'm excited. They can show anything with Wolverine. Wolverine bodega stories. I'm all for it. That's my guy. Him and the Hulk. Those are my guys, man. And Blade. Those are my guys. Those are my guys.
Yeah, man.
And Insomniac is showing what they've done with Spider-Man and then now they're getting this. They're showing that they're the studio to go to for Marvel for individual Marvel character games. And I can see them doing Daredevil, Punisher maybe or so.
I would trust them with Blade too, because of the
Yeah,
fight
Blade.
mechanics in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They did an awesome job with Spider-Man. They hit everything that Spider-Man could possibly be is in those games.
Yeah. And
that's why I'm excited to see Wolverine, because I'm just ready for them fight scenes. And shout out to Insomniac for leading the pack with how to do a game, single player, and keep you in your seats playing. I'm telling, and Microsoft gonna have to buy Batman now.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to buy Batman. Come on, man. You can't keep getting these characters exclusive to another platform and y'all just sitting there just letting it happen. You're gonna have to do something.
Marvel has some. I think, and I've said this before. Marvel is trying. to get Spider-Man totally back MCU side. And they're doing it with Far From Home, but a lot of that had to do with Sony saying, "All right, you want Spider-Man, we want some Marvel video games." And
I'm sure, yeah, you got Will and Dill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
and it's worked out.
Smart play. You got to hand it to them. Marvel is very tight in with Sony, and I think a lot of it has to do with the movie franchises that they want to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That Sony studio side where they had Spider-Man for a while, the rights, and now they got Venom, that movie coming up pretty soon with Carnage. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
So Microsoft has to buy Marvel. That would be funny.
That ain't gonna happen. Disney ain't giving that up for cheap.
Heck, they buy entire Disney.
Buy Disney.
I mean, if people want some of these superhero on Xbox either they need to go to Disney and Marvel and work something out for other characters, or they really need to go to WB or whatever. Who knows what's going on there with the whole WB gaming, studios. But the Batman franchise, those were very popular. You have other like Jesse brought up Titans, that's been pretty popular in HBO. Yep. I mean, there are so many other characters that they could do, on the DC side also.
And that game, that Batgirl game, what was it, Gotham City something or other?
Oh yeah.
That fell off the map. I don't know.
I think it's got a little bit more to go.
I know, but I haven't heard anything about that game since they announced it. I mean, nothing.
I don't remember till you just said it.
But there's Batman. Don't forget there's Superman. There's, if Microsoft wanted to do something, I know it's not as mainstream a character, but there's a second Shazam movie coming. Shazam is a decent character, actually. To be honest with you, they could. There's other superhero franchises they could go after if they want to. I just don't know.
That's a fact.
I don't know why they don't. I don't know why they don't. It's
maybe
bizarre.
they are. We don't know yet.
True. I mean, now that they have more studios, now one of those studios could end up be the one to do something like that, but work out a deal with Disney and Marvel. I mean, you already have one Bethesda studio already doing Indiana Jones, so we'll see.
They're gonna have to snatch something.
Yeah,
snatch Black Panther. Do something.
Yeah, you're right. They do. They need a snatch because Marvel's been very popular in the movie, and then it translated over to the games or vice versa. But with Insomniac, what they've been able to do, that was one of the best things that Sony did was pick up Insomniac.
And it's time someone take a shot at a quality Superman game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they completely given up on that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't really been popular these past few years.
Well, that's because they made shitty movies about him. I mean, I am the last. I am apparently like the last person on the planet that did not like Man of Steel.
Really?
I did not like Man of Steel, except for the fight scenes. The fight scenes are the only thing I liked about Man of Steel. The fact that they changed that story to what they did was blasphemy to me. That Lois Lane knew him as Superman, and they didn't reveal him as Clark Kent until the very end. That was just so, backwards to me, man.
They have to. DC ain't been killing at the box office, so they have to take the character and build a new story. You didn't like the part about seeing Krypton and the way it unfolded? I thought that was the best time Krypton has ever been shown.
The minute that movie started and Jor-El is riding a freaking lizard dragon to his home, no. It was hard. And of course, I've never liked the suit when they don't have the S on the cape. That was one of the things I loved about Christopher Reeve's suit. And I mean, and that's the other thing too, is maybe, you know, we're all the same age. Christopher Reeve was Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, no question.
And will always be Superman. Dean Cain was a really good TV Superman. Brendan Routh could have been a good Superman, but they jacked that story all up. And I mean, what's his name grew on me. Henry Cavill. He grew on me, but they put him in this. They put him in this. Just to me, it was just not a great story. They could have done more, and then to completely turn Batman versus Superman into what they did. It was just, I don't know. The DC movies is a mess. The way they've handled
to
all
say
that,
the
right?
least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what Xbox needs to do is go to the DC side that does the TV, the animation, and get those writers to help write some, for games. Don't get with the movie side of the DC.
Get the cartoon side.
Yes, the cartoon, the writers. Some of that stuff is great. So,
I'm with you, Scott P. Krypton was pretty dope.
Yeah, that was a cool. Yeah.
I like Krypton. I hope it comes back.
Yeah.
Teen Titans Go, doggy dogs. I'd take a Teen Titans Go game.
For Wolverine and also the combat. I love the combat in Spider-Man. Yep. And so I can just imagine with this, hopefully with the combat, you're going to feel that rage, that power that Wolverine is about. And then just sticking those knives into the enemy. So I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. This is definitely gonna be a good one. And shout out to this chat room, man. Man, just I can't even keep up. They're
on fire.
They're on fire tonight, man. I cannot even keep up with them. So you guys are awesome, very, very awesome. So after we got that from Insomniac, they showed a couple other smaller games. There was a couple weird games. I mean, we did get to see Blood Hunt. We did get to finally see some gameplay for Gran Turismo 7. And it looks like they're going back to what made Gran Turismo popular in the old PlayStation. Because I tried playing the last one.
They got a tall hill to climb. After Forza Motorsport 7, they got a tall hill to climb for them to come back.
Took that mantle, man. But I tell you what, PS1, PS2, I played the crap out of Gran Turismo. I loved it. I love the idea. Let me go buy a used car and work my way,
right
up. So, and
I was a Gran Turismo fan also, man. But they have to do their online better. Being on. There's 2,000 people in the server. You got to be in a queue waiting for next. They got to do better.
Yeah.
Because Gran Turismo is definitely a multiplayer experience. You get the single player, but the longevity and the legs is in multiplayer. So they got to bring that back. They got to have it on par this time. They have no excuses this time around this generation about servers, struggles, and everything else. They got to bring the fire.
Yep.
Because the game is always beautiful. It's not like the game struggles graphically. The dude is very anal about his work. I am stunned that it's coming out in a little bit over a year of the life of PS5, because they never released this game with less than 15 million consoles sold, ever.
Well, that's why they're bringing it. That's why they're bringing it to PS4 as well.
Yeah, because they have to, because it's like this guy be like, nah, I ain't bringing the game out till we hit a certain install base. He said that straight out. I was like, damn. He basically tells Sony what he's doing with his game. He does not play. He's very anal with this game, very particular. You know, I think they need to ease up on some of those licenses because that kind of drained a lot of people. It was like, it's like having a roguelike racing game. You had to keep trying to do this, keep trying to hit them up, keep trying to get these licenses. And it was very, very tedious, man, very tedious. So hopefully they just dial that back, make it a little bit more simpler for the average Joe, and they might be able to bounce back because Forza is not playing. They didn't even show what Motorsport 8 could do. And then everybody is shocked how Horizon 5 looked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they really going to have to bring the heat because they are definitely, nobody talks about Gran Turismo.
I mean, Forza Motorsport, the new one better look better than this. Like the inside cockpits look like PS3 chairs. They look bad.
Yo, Myke,
the only thing that looks good in this game is like photo mode. Because then they turn on all the ray tracing and reflections and left and right and.
Yeah, look,
Like, I don't know. Maybe they
I'm gonna
need
keep my eye
to.
on it.
Yeah.
Maybe they should wait till they sell 15,000 consoles and then can polish it some more.
Yeah. Wow.
Ooh, good cop, bad cop tonight, huh?
I tell you, I was not very impressed with the quality of the games that were shown during this PlayStation event. It doesn't scream next gen. It's like, yeah.
Well, they can't go on next gen because
maybe last gen or previous.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, like we said before, that they just can't produce enough of these consoles to be only next gen. So
let's also remember that, and I think I've said this before, there comes a point where you get diminishing returns on graphics. I mean, yeah.
But did you look at the cockpit?
All right, hold on. Let me when we get back to it, because I was also looking at the feature set because I was going to read off some of the features. I mean, look.
I mean, I hope the cars drive well.
That's the. Yeah. Man,
Myke lost for words.
well, because I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying.
Axel says I need to get my vision checked. No, you need to get your vision checked. Go and wait till you get in car.
It's really hard to tell until we actually see.
Yeah, I mean, I am running
more and gameplay up close.
Yeah, I need to see this in 4K. There is that. And I think we are. I think that there comes a plateau. I think we get to a point to where you're shining things up and you're throwing ray tracing and HDR in, but not that much more that you can do before you start sacrificing frame rate. Because look, as good as Microsoft Flight Simulator, for example, looks, and that game looks amazing. I'd imagine if they tried running that game...
look how good Forza Horizon looks.
Yeah.
And that's some old tech. Let me just say this for the record, man. And for people in the chat, I want you to pay attention. Ray tracing is not a good thing for certain games. If you're playing a racing game, right? Are we looking at shadows? We're really not. I don't need fancy reflections on my car.
Sorry.
Because it takes a serious horsepower hit for the graphics. So, the end all be all, even on PC, everything is not ray traced. People just keep throwing ray tracing out there. You don't really want ray tracing in every game. Now, if you got a game like an RPG, or you're playing a slower paced game where you can actually take advantage of looking at the environment, ray tracing is a beautiful thing. But if you playing something fast paced, like I play Call of Duty, I don't play with ray tracing on. I put it at 120 because you can't see it with all the shooting, the grenades, explosions, they running through left. You ain't looking at no damn reflections. I'm sorry. But some games it could utilize it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. But I rather the graphics over some fancy shadows or some ambient light looking in ray tracing or reflections. Because come on, we can't see that. And anybody try to get out here, you know, even when Digital Foundry did the Doom Eternal ray tracing, they had to stop and pause and show you. And if what they've stopped and paused and shows you during gameplay, if you playing in the game, you're not looking at that. You're not looking at, oh, I look nice in this mirror I just went by, or this metal surface, or this puddle. Nah. Games like what's that game that's open world like Grand Theft Auto that I don't play? Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs.
That game.
Oh yeah, remember?
You're walking
like
through,
ray tracing all over the place.
Right, ray tracing everywhere. You can tell. Okay, but certain games you don't need ray tracing in Flight Simulator. I'm sorry. It's just a waste of horsepower, and it takes a lot out of the game.
Have to use it
takes away from the frame rate.
Where you get bang for the buck, especially like, you know, in these car games when you're like in photo mode. Yeah, sure, turn it on.
Right.
You know.
Right. But you don't need it while you're driving 200 miles past trees.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, we'll see what, you know, what comes out next year.
March 4th.
March.
So, and it is coming up. That's not too far away, but we'll see when it gets closer. Because, you know, now Atso's now coming back around after seeing this and said, "Yeah, you're right. The cockpits don't look all that great."
They said they look better They look better from last year's trailer.
Yeah. Oh, maybe the last year was more of a CG, right? Maybe some of this was some gameplay within the trailer and all that. We'll see. We'll see what they do. They gotta still optimize it before it comes out. So
I still have faith in this guy because he's very petite with his game. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's gonna look beautiful. I'm pretty sure because he doesn't play even on PS4. That Gran Turismo was beautiful, right? Was it up to Forza? No, but it's still not too many games can rival those graphics. So we got to have a little bit of faith in his history of making games because, you know, like I said, this is a trailer. Maybe it's not a good one, but I didn't see nothing wrong with the game.
I mean, it was
those cockpits look plain, but you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever.
To be fair,
I'm pretty sure
I'm
it's gonna look good.
To be fair, to keep the stream from crashing into a fiery pall of goo, this is a 720 trailer, so I'm not even showing like the 4K trailer or anything.
Yeah.
No, but still, but you get
right.
I mean, yeah, you don't need to see that in 4K to see how it looks like. I mean, it's.
Hold on, let me go get my vest on. Too many shots flying.
Hey,
it's getting crazy. You got your own HDK and PK need to do a podcast.
Hey, you woke Jago back up, man. I thought he went to bed, and now he woke up saying ray tracing is a buzzword. So.
A lot of times, that's a lot of times it's the truth.
What about ray tracing audio? You know,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
First of all, ray tracing is not even something new. It's been around for almost 20 years.
Like, yeah.
And people think NVIDIA made it up. No, they just the first one to implement it into games, but it's been there for a long time.
Well, you know, like I said, the industry, they grab on those buzzwords, right?
Right.
Before it's like HDR, 4K. Well, now everybody's kind of looking more at, now we want better FPS.
Right.
So
the new one is
ray tracing is the next buzzword, you know.
Yeah.
People don't know Dolby Vision is Dolby's vision of HDR.
Right, the same thing.
It's not really something new. It's just they just tweak theirs a little differently. It's not going to look maybe better or worse. Because trust me, as a movie collector, some of them Dolby Vision movies, I just turn it off.
You know, I'm starting to see that, and maybe it's just the game itself. Maybe it's dependent on the game. HDR itself isn't even really completely cracked up to be the be all and all.
Myke, that would be the dev. That would be the dev.
Because I've been streaming Psychonauts the last couple nights with HDR off because it washes out the colors in OBS.
Right.
Because for some reason OBS doesn't do.
It can't handle it.
Can't handle HDR.
OBS can't handle it. Right.
And
it can't.
And yet, I'm playing Psychonauts and it looks just as good. I mean, so give me frame rate. Give me, because that's really what's gonna draw me into Gran Turismo, as it does with Forza. Give me
Right.
that silky smooth 60. Give me a good driving experience, and I can forgive a little bit of the fidelity. You know, and we need to see what Forza Motorsport gonna do. You know.
Oh yeah, like the demo that they showed. What was it? The E3. That didn't look good either.
No. So we got to see what they're
Like the tracks and stuff that look bad.
Games as a service is another thing that might be affecting some of these games. You know, because Horizon looks beautiful. Horizon looks.
Yes.
How is it? Let me ask you guys this real quick. I don't mean to bring this over to. But how is it that when you think of Forza now, you don't think of Turn 10? You think of Playground Games.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna sum that up. It's very easy. First of all, Turn 10 is teaching them how to do the game. That's number one. You know, there's always a Padawan. They're the Padawan. But Forza Horizon series reaches out to more people because it's not a hardcore sim.
No, true.
That's what it is.
Well, Turn 10 provides the Forza tag.
Yeah,
right.
They're using everything that Turn 10 taught them, and they're developing a great game. But they're not just developing by themselves. They got Turn 10 Studios helping them too, because when the game comes on, you see Turn 10 Studios.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah. So it's not just them. But,
but
they got a game is more arcade style. It's still a simulator, but you can run over trees, cows, and yards and fences and go through crazy races. It's more feasible for the average person to play a game like that, like a Need for Speed style game, than it is a Gran Turismo style game. That's more of a hardcore market.
Absolutely.
Because
and I
as
don't
beautiful as Forza Horizon looks, it doesn't look like Forza Motorsport 7. Those are locked in tracks. It has a way better HDR in that game, and the car details is insane. So you know, it's two different demographics. One is for casuals and hardcore, and one is really for hardcore. That's why I'm about to have. I'm about to buy a steering wheel just for Forza Motorsport 7 because Motorsport 8 or whatever they're gonna call it.
Right. It's gonna call Motorsport.
It's a different ball game. Two different games. Two different. You know, you got, like I said, it's two different ball games.
I agree with that.
Because I got more people like Tekken than Virtua Fighter.
Those people are wrong.
Right. I love Virtua Fighter, but you got to really learn a character in Virtua Fighter. In Tekken, you got those 10-hit entered buttons that you can hit. Just remember it. You know what I'm saying? But two different games. But one blew off the shelves because it reached the casual person compared to Virtua Fighter, where you had to, in your whole lifetime, you might learn 2 characters, 3 characters, possibly all their moves. Two different style of games.
Oh, absolutely. Virtua Fighter is the better game.
Right. It's like Battlefield players and Call of Duty players.
But
I play both.
Trumps all.
Battlefield, you can't take a pistol and shoot somebody 2 football fields out.
Yeah.
But in Call of Duty, you can. You know what I'm saying? So, it's different. Just different.
Yeah. By the way, with this, I wanted to. There are some things for this game as far as feature set goes. They are bringing back the campaign mode. Crown Mountain and High Speed Ring will be making a comeback. There is, of course, the photo mode with scenes or escapes that they're calling it. And the shots will have, your photo shots will have HDR and all of that. The car collection, they don't say how many cars, but they have the car cafe, all the tuning.
Can I say about the cars though? Whoever's listening that could possibly understand what I'm talking about. Talking about the developer. Please don't have 200 versions of a 911 Porsche.
Yeah.
or any other car, because their list is always long, but you got the 1991 version, 92, 93, 94, 95. Wait, hold up.
Turbo S, SEL.
That's what they do.
Turbo.
Give me some variety. Cut out the Honda Accords 40 versions of it. We have the highest car count. You don't have the highest variety count. They need to stop that in Gran Turismo because that is kind of like.
They have that in Forza too, Forza Horizon.
Yeah,
You
but they
should
don't
see
got
that
like
Porsche list. It's like
30. Well, they don't have like 30 versions of every other car though. They might have a lot of versions of a car, but Gran Turismo, when you go into their list, they got every version of every year damn near of one car. And then they say, oh, we have the most cars. We have over 2,000 or 3,000. You really got a lot of repeat cars that nobody never touches. At least with Forza, you may have 10, 15 cars of the car. Okay, but why we need 40 of them? You know what I'm saying? So
you can only drive one at a time, though.
Right.
Yeah.
And year to year, nobody's gonna say, well, you know what? I drove the 91. I'm gonna drive the 92 tomorrow. Nobody does that.
Yeah.
No, right.
Nobody does that. It's just hopefully their car selection is better.
So time and weather change.
Yeah, shout out to Forza Horizon 4 with the
and
with
then
the
lots
leadership.
more news information. So there's GT. And real quick, I gotta do this for Doggy Dog because he brought up Virtua Fighter and that. So I'm gonna show you something, Doggy, because I still have it. So when we bought our Saturns, our Sega Saturns came with Virtua Fighter, right? And it got panned for not being as good as the arcade and being really clunky. So if you sent in and you could prove that you bought your Saturn, they sent you Virtua Fighter Remix, which was a better version of Virtua Fighter and was kind of a halfway point between VF1 and VF2. And I still, to this day, will play Virtua Fighter Remix because it looked great. Now I know. So, Doggy, this weekend, I might have to play some of them. I might have to stream some of this.
Classic.
Still have my Virtua Fighter 2s over there on the shelf.
That was a drop the mic moment. No pun intended. That was official. That game has a big space in my heart, man.
Yep. And 3TB, I still have on my Dreamcast. Yep. All right, so there were a couple other small games that they showed. Something called Kid Amnesia Exhibition, Takia. I don't know if I'm not interested in either of those, to be quite honest. But we had two more big announcements from Sony Studios. So right after they showed off Gran Turismo, then we got our first look at definitely next game I'm interested in the series, and that is Spider-Man 2. Knowing that I platinumed Spider-Man.
Oh, you did?
Oh yes. So did you, Pete?
Yeah, I did.
I thought for a minute, looking at that, when it showed, even though it said, I was in a meeting, so I didn't look and see Marvel, and I looked over and I saw this thing, do that, and I'm like, oh, is that a new Infamous game? Because I didn't see Insomniac at the moment, and I didn't see Marvel. And then I saw this, I'm like, DLC or Spider-Man 2? And sure enough. Dreadpool says, drop the mic moment is when he wheels away and falls out of the chair.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I know this got me going too, man. Spider-Man is awesome. I'm a Spider-Man fan too. It's awesome. And now they both in the same game, so we ain't got to worry about them milking us for two separate games.
No.
Play this in co-op mode.
That would be awesome. And here we go. Hold on. I'm going to turn it up for a second. Sorry, Yobi. Venom. Go inside with that Venom coming out next year.
Yeah.
So 2023. So there.
And someone, was it you Lemon or somebody that mentioned that they heard Craven's voice.
No, that wasn't me. No.
Somebody on Twitter had mentioned that they heard Craven's voice in the background. And that would be interesting.
That would be absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, this. I mean, we're 2 years out, but I can't wait.
Yeah.
Hey, at least they working.
Yep.
I don't know how they pulling off these games because, damn.
Yeah.
They're working.
Indeed.
I hope they don't come out after these games come out and said basically like, we couldn't go nowhere. They treated us bad. They just kept us in the studio working.
All right, YOBY, yeah, you're right.
It looks like it might go that route because damn, they're working on some big titles. They ain't giving no date for Wolverine, but them some big characters they got coming. And they just dropped Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? So they're putting in their work, but I respect them. I respect them. I trust them.
I need to get Miles Morales too.
Yeah, me too.
Niall
waiting for a Black Friday sale.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on is a sale. Niall played it and streamed it for us, and I liked what I saw of it.
That was a great game. Yes, that was one of my. I end up picking up both copies. I really didn't want to, but I game share with my daughter's godfather, so he was like, "I don't have the first Spider-Man," and I bought the collector's edition. I didn't want to do it, but I double dipped. I usually don't do that, but yeah, the game is awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get to it. So Spider-Man 2, so that's next year, or not next year, it's 2023. So we got a whole year of waiting.
One more.
Waiting to see. I know. So and Jago, you'll have to back up the show a little bit because we did talk about Xbox needing to get their own superhero game. We already covered that. All right, so then they ended the show the right way. They started it strong and ended it strong. We got our first look at God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not platinum Ragnarok, but
yeah, me neither.
That game is hard, and you have to go back and play. I forgot what they call them. I don't know if they're those banshees.
Valkyries.
Yeah,
the Valkyries.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
F them. I could say.
There's one part where I have to backtrack to talk to somebody else, and I don't know how to get to it. One of the dwarves, I think, or I forgot what it. One of the.
The game has replay value. Nobody ever talks about that God of War.
Yeah. Well,
because you can't beat it the first time and get all your stuff. You just can't.
No.
You have to go back.
No, but I don't know.
That's the whole reason I own a PlayStation. I am definitely God of War biased. Definitely.
Yeah.
That's what my icon is built on. God of War and Halo.
Yep. And it's nice
to see. Body.
It's nice to see that they're continuing the story. So this is a couple years after.
Awesome. But here's my thing. Does it look like a PS5 game? To me, it just looks, the same PS4 continued,
It does. I agree. It doesn't look like a PS5 game, but it's also. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's why they. It's why they delayed.
Yeah, not PS4 and PS5.
Yeah.
So.
But
have faith.
So most of these games, there's no reason to get a PS. There's no reason to get a PS5.
If everything is going on PS4 and the game's graphics, like we've seen God of War on PS4 for years, it looks awesome. And that's a fact. And that is a fact. That is a fact.
Now, I don't think, now Spider-Man 2, obviously, they're not bringing that to PS4. They're going to.
You don't think so?
2023?
And
listen.
They shouldn't.
They're going to bring it. They're going to bring it.
I mean, we're talking about.
Depends if they get their supply up, maybe. PS5 consoles.
Still over 100 million consoles to be sold, right? That they have sold. That's passing them money. And technically, when they build a game, even on PC side, they build a game with all the bells and whistles from the beginning. and then they dumb the game down later to fit other platforms and graphic cards. So, you know, when it's going to be the difference between the systems might not be so drastic of visual downgrade, because it like nobody's complaining about God of War graphics on PS4 because it's awesome. You know what I'm saying? So you're only going to get the next gen enhancements with better lighting, better shadows, better reflections, you know, like the bells and whistles. But is it a night and day difference? No, it's not going to be, because, you know, even with graphic cards on PC, if you have a 3080, yeah, you look way better than the 3060, but there's also a difference in price of like almost $1,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how you got to look at it too, because it happens on the PC side.
Yeah, and this is coming out next year, so it's not a next gen game. You know, cross gen. So, but I mean, as well as the first one did,
it's still got
got Game of the Year. You know,
still God of War. I mean, it can look like this, and I don't care. No, and,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it looking like.
No.
Did you see the snow in his fur?
Yeah, and I saw.
I was like, that's a nice mink.
Yeah.
He's showing out his skills right here. Like this, I'm showing out a little bit. It looked good.
And it looked this good on. You gotta remember, I still have a base PS4. I don't even have a Pro, and it looked this good.
Right.
So, you know.
Right. The studio is awesome.
Yeah, Sony Santa Monica is fantastic.
Just the whole story was good too in the first one.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. But something to be over, because I'm a huge God of War fan. Something to be, it's supposed to be over. They took the series in a different direction. Yeah. People complained about the over the shoulder, and when they got it's like when you watch something, you got to be optimistic. You got to, you know, have your eyes open and be willing to accept change. And the change was awesome. The change was awesome. You know, nobody could say, oh, the game sucked. No, it just took it in a different direction, and it looks better than any God of War to date.
Yep. Yeah, and I've played them all. Oh. Nick says, I just want to know why my girl Freya is trying to kill Kratos. It makes me sad we might have to kill her. Well, because she's on the wrong path. Well, to be fair, Kratos did wipe out her son. Took him, you know, 3 tries, but
yeah,
he did kill her son. So, you know, it's obviously she's got a bone to pick.
Kratos is badass.
He is.
Only game I know you can kill gods and sleep with 5 women, drink, and go back to killing people and be good. And be the man.
Yeah.
You think he got all his upgrades from the first game? You think it, or do you have to build it all up from scratch?
Axel says, spoiler alert. Oh. And having Thor in the game, that's just tight.
But it's a fat Thor. Did you see some of the memes?
Yeah. No, it's not.
I'm most excited about this God of War.
Yeah.
It was the best thing they showed.
Yes, positive. ACK on, he's back. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You have to end on a positive note there. I did.
They did.
At least I attempted.
Yo, listen, I'm a God of, they didn't give me anything God of War except Liberations. Don't ever do that again.
All right.
Oh, my Lord. But after God of War 3, I was like, yeah, my series is over, but Liberations,
Axel, I think we're well beyond spoiler alert, man.
I didn't hear him say boy. It's so disappointing.
Thank you.
No, he did not.
I said that last week on the Dragons, and I said, yo, I didn't even know this guy. I didn't even know Atriarch's name. It was boy, go to the store. Boy, you missed a deer. Boy, go get your name. I'm like, boy, like, whoa, wait a minute. What's going on? Does he ever say his name?
He did.
I don't
call
even
him
remember if I didn't beat the game, so I don't know.
Yeah,
But
he did call
did
him
he
did call him Atreus throughout the game, but he also called him boy a lot.
boy, that's all everybody knows.
I know.
I mean, even when he got the award, it was for saying boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boy.
That was trending. So I'm sure they're not going
Bad
to repeat that on this one, right?
I'm telling you, it's as bad as Vin Diesel
Oh.
saying I am Groot and getting
Yes.
$10 million
Yes.
a movie for 3 words. And all he do is change
right.
the tone. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. For $10 million? Oh
Right.
my Lord.
Now I do have a slight concern, and I'm hoping that it's
Concerns.
Yes, I have to.
We need
You
to
would
really
think-
out or no?
No.
Okay.
You would think that for the game to look like this and not look as next gen as we would like it to look, that's going to be 4K, but I think it's going to be 4K 30. Because this trailer, this did not have a 60 frame per second trailer. I don't think that this game is going to be 4K 60 unless they have said something I have missed.
Well, you know it's early. I don't know.
It is
I don't
early.
know.
It is early.
Maybe they don't know it themselves.
Oh. Qeorge, brother Qeorge, popping in from work while I'm
Hey,
break.
Qeorge.
That's my man right there.
But I didn't play the last God of War, but did it bother you that it wasn't 60 frames?
It was 30.
It was
It's
30. It
So
didn't.
did it matter? I
but
mean,
hang on.
or-
Well,
We
hold
didn't have
on.
a choice.
Hold it right. Right.
Yeah, we didn't have a choice.
And the PS Pro had a performance mode.
Okay.
So on the base hardware, it was 1080p 30. I'm expecting for this beautiful PS5 hardware that they sold us, Ratchet and Clank was 60. All the other games that I just showed were 60 FPS. I would expect one of their flagship games to be it on next gen. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm a graphics person. I don't mind 30 in an action game. In a game like this, I don't mind 30 because I want more graphics. I'm not.
Yeah, but if you have to fight the Valkyries, 60 will be
it
coming.
would
Yeah.
be better. Yes,
Yeah.
that's 100% correct. But if I spend money for these systems, I want to see a sparkle in that eye socket. You know what I'm saying? I really like graphics. Racing games, fighting games, shooting games. Give me the 60s, the 120s. But if this come out, which is probably gonna have a performance mode, maybe 1440p 60, which is not a bad look either.
I would take
but-
that. It
but
would.
you-
It would.
sure they're
My
gonna
TV
have
doesn't do
multiple modes.
1440, so it'd have to upscale or be 1080 60. But the PS5.
But remember
should
what I
not-
always say: not every 30 is created equally, though.
Right.
That is very true. That is very true.
I can give you history down memory lane. There was 2 games on Xbox that was 30 frames. You couldn't even tell. Project Gotham Racing and the first Halo. 2 smoothest 30 frame games you ever played in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Project Gotham 3. 2.
No, original. The original.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that. The first Forza was 30 as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, I'm
You know-
just saying for the hardware. We've got this new hardware that's supposed to be able to handle it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, no doubt. It should have multitude of modes. It should have a fidelity and a performance mode. I think everything should be like that and give people an option.
Yeah.
Give people an option. You
Yes.
play how you want.
I
You
think
want
both
60,
modes should be 60.
Huh?
The one,
Say that again.
performance mode is like, I don't know, but yeah.
4K
Maybe
60
even
on
higher.
high, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they give you 4K 60 with medium settings. I wouldn't want that. I want high or ultra in 4K 30 and then 1440p with 60 in medium settings. That would be good. I mean, the game is gorgeous, so it's not like,
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't like you could say, well, how many games can compare graphically to God of War? Even at looking at this trailer, not many.
No, I agree. I agree with that.
So, options is better than none. Don't lock us into what you feel.
Yeah, and I think that's what, who was it? I had read, there was a developer, there's a guy, I read his Twitter the other day, his name is Syed Ahmed, worked for Sony. He went off and he made his own development studio, and he brought out a game that crashed and burned. And he did a thread on Twitter about his failures and how he's learned from them. One of the things he said was, I made the mistake of making the game I thought they wanted to play, not the game they actually wanted to play. And he said, I didn't listen to what the people wanted. I thought I could tell them what they wanted. And he said, that didn't work.
You can only do that when you're Apple. Right?
Yeah, when you're Apple. Yeah. So that was the PlayStation showcase. My roller coaster of emotion. It's gone mad to excitement to meh to, but God of War, man, God of War Ragnarok and Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
And KOTOR and Wolverine. I mean,
I'm a little bit biased too. Blood Hunt. I've been waiting for this game on PC for a minute. I've been trying to get in the beta.
Hey,
and
you
to see it's coming to consoles. I'm definitely a battle royale guy.
I'll tell you what, since you while we're finishing up talking about it, since you brought it up, I got that one too.
It looks awesome. I watched. I don't know the guy's name, but I've been watching him stream, and the game looks awesome. And I was like, damn, if I gotta get this on my PC, I'm not gonna be happy because for me, it's about my community. I don't really talk to nobody on PC, but this game is dope. I don't know if y'all really know about it, but
I don't. Talk to me.
You're a vampire. All y'all vampires. Certain vampires have certain abilities, and they got humans walking on the street, and you're fighting battle royal with straight, guns and, using some people got telepath or they have sonic abilities, as you see, but you also, you gotta kill the victims on the street to get your health back, and it takes a little bit, so you gotta be careful. But there's different factions. Like I said, it's a battle royal, but this game is awesome. And I was like, damn, they never announced it for console because they keep showing it's out on Steam and still the alpha stage. So for me to see this, I'm stoked. I'm like, I'm hyped. I thought that was another bells and whistles for me. I couldn't believe it was coming. So, and it's coming this year. So I was like, wow, okay. It's a dope game. It's like PUBG.
Yeah.
With vampires. It's crazy.
PUBG for vampires. All right. So that's
I'm not sure, Dread. I don't know. I don't know. I just hope it's coming to Xbox so I can play with my friends.
What the hell is going on in the chat? Where did we get to Uncle Ben and Uncle Ben is Asian? What the hell is going on in the chat?
Somebody's hungry.
I thought they were talking about Uncle Ben, Spider-Man Uncle Ben.
Yeah, they were.
Right, that's what I thought. But
well, there's someone saying how they didn't like it. Aunt May was killed off.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but what's funny? Speaking of Uncle Ben, I saw a meme going around where he said it was like he goes, "Stop rebooting Spider-Man. I'm tired of getting shot."
I agree.
Yeah, right.
I agree.
And I was thinking same thing for Batman's parents. They're probably like, "God damn it, we're tired of y'all rebooting Batman and telling us getting shot."
I don't need no more origin stories with Spider-Man or Batman. That is a fact.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we've seen it too many times.
That is a fact.
On the Bloodhound Twitter account, they said we're We are proud to announce that we are partnering with Sony to bring Bloodhunt to PlayStation 5 in 2021. We're partnering with Sony.
All right.
So I'm not sure if it comes to Xbox or
That's why I'll
play
be.
it on Steam. It's a free-to-play.
Does it say it's a crossplay between PC?
No, I mean, they don't tell you a whole lot. Let me see here. There's a PlayStation blog. Let's see what it says in here.
Qeorge.
So Bloodhunt on PS5 has a performance target of 60 FPS.
Mm.
Okay. All right, so
Not a whole lot. For the info.
So Chris, your thoughts as we've gone over all this.
I think overall, I'm very satisfied with what I saw. I mean, I knew Ragnarok. I had a feeling, they're going to show that maybe some gameplay, and they did. But I was surprised with Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine and KOTOR. And KOTOR is my top 5. So I'm very excited. I hope, as we see more, see how this works out, how they play this out. And like I said, you make a KOTOR custom PS5, you got me. That'd be my first PS5. Hopefully, if I can get it. Shit, you can barely get the original one, so we'll see. Yeah, no, I'm satisfied with Raw. I like it's some good stuff. Happy. Yeah.
Did anyone let Lemon know this show has the ability to go to 1 a.m.? We're not going to 1 a.m. We're not going to 1 a.m.
No.
Long days,
He said it has the ability to go to 1 a.m. Wow.
This show will actually
I don't
never
wanna do that
again
to
go to
them.
1 a.m.
Mike shuts
Oh.
down his internet at midnight precisely.
Yeah, Mike's wife is going to start shutting down his internet at 1 a.m. So,
Yeah.
he drinking games with Josh is exactly where I'm headed right now. It's a great show so far, guys. Got to get those kids on the bus in the a.m. That's what's I need to be up at like 7:15 to help my wife get. My wife gets up at 5 a.m. to get our oldest out to his bus because he goes to a school a half hour away for a magnet program. So I then need to help her get my middle schooler in on his bus at quarter after 7, and then the youngest at quarter after 8. So I
See,
can't.
that's why you leave him on the bus. Yeah, like.
And then I got to work, so I can't be up till not during the week, not anymore. So
Damn you, Tom Brady.
Oh, what happened?
Well, the Cowboys are up by 1, but it's 18 seconds left. They're already in field goal range, so that's what happens when you leave too much time for Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
Quick, pump up those balls.
Yeah.
Dallas lost that one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, so Peter, we kind of know you're the man. That's all right.
There's some good titles in there. I'm not. The quality is a little lacking. Disappointing in that perspective. But overall, the show it had a good flow.
So it did. But let me ask this, and it's a serious question: how much of this do you think this entire past year and a half of people not being able to work in the same office and working from home and all this, how much do you guys think this really has had an effect on some of this? I think there's a tangible effect to some of this, where you don't have the tools that you normally would. How much of that do you think is really going into what we're seeing from these guys? Both them and Microsoft. I mean, not everything. You remember the Craig. Remember the Craig. What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if a game is not ready, they should not. if it needs more time due to you not being able to work as efficient, you should delay the game. It's no excuse.
I agree. We had this discussion about Halo Infinite,
Right.
and-
I mean, they delayed it a year, so.
Right. So what's the right? But we also talked about them not being able to delay it another 3 months to bring out the most complete version. So at what point?
Well, yeah, but that has.
At what point do these companies have to do kind of the same thing? And maybe that's why.
But here's the thing: it has to do with the anniversary and other stuff. I mean, there's some more things around the Halo Infinite thing that makes it not 100% comparable with all the other games.
But how much of it not being fully complete, even though they delayed it a year, has to do with the fact that they still are not together. Like 343i is still not. They're still working from their homes.
PC Master Race. That's. If it would have been just console, it would have been complete.
Think?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Yes.
All
And let me tell you something. God of War is made on what platform? Sony, right?
Right.
One platform. Mario Brothers, same thing. Zelda, same thing. This is the first Halo that's going to release on PC, last gen, this gen, and xCloud on the same damn day. It is way more stuff being done to this game and many others moving forward that other companies are not doing. God of War is not going to PC day one. It's not. They don't have a multiplayer to worry about.
Morales?
Mario, same thing. They're developing for the Switch. That's it.
Well, yeah, and also they're not multiplayer games,
right? And they don't got no multiplayer
and
right.
co-op couch.
So we
what about
gotta,
Gran Turismo
as
7,
a community, we gotta stop beating on these devs. And this is not the first time. Forge is not a map that everybody designs, and nobody really does that in the majority of a Halo game. No, it's launched without that before.
And when we talked about that, we weren't. Even I admitted that Forge doesn't matter to me as far as I could care less if Forge came out later. The campaign co-op was what I was stuck on, which we all debated, not having the campaign co-op. But like Gran Turismo 7, multi-plat, online. Now we don't know, and the quality, as Peter pointed out, is kind of maybe even taking a step backward. So I guess I'm just wondering how much, and that's coming out in March. How much of this is how? It's a hypothetical question because, of course, we can't go back in time and stop, and not have COVID. We can't.
Right.
So,
but COVID ain't what really hurt Halo. Not Halo. They've been developing for 6 years, going on 6 years now.
Right.
That was the only point. That was part of it, but that may have messed up the polishing. Right? But look at the magnitude of what they're doing. They had to hire almost 200 contractors to help them. Almost 200 extra people to 343, right? Because they have to, especially on the PC side, all the different variations of graphic cards, memories, and CPUs. That is a job in itself. Most people just hire a company to do that for them. Didn't Nixie's PlayStation just hired them because they were stressing their teams out to bring their games to PC because they're just using their team. So they have to take the physical hardcore team to port these games. Halo's doing a lot, man. And we're not talking about a game that is an average game. We're talking about the #1 first-party game on the planet. Call of Duty don't even outsell Halo on an Xbox system. Not once. So we're not talking about something that's just, we're just doing this. Psychonauts is a simpler game to do. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a multitude of different things they're achieving. xCloud alone, it's going to be on the cloud day one, available day one. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So it's way more than just making the game.
Yeah. I don't disagree. That year and a half could not have helped. I mean, we're not talking about a couple of months that people were at home. I mean, they're still home.
Right. Right.
You know, they're still. And basically, I'm trying to give some benefit of doubt, not just to Halo, but to some of this that we're seeing too. That we're saying, all right, maybe this doesn't look like it should. You know, I wonder. I just wonder how much more could get accomplished if we were in regular mode, you know, where people could where people could be working in the office like they normally do. They've got access to all the same tools that they've always had. You know, we talk about this within television and why they had to delay their console, but they had a whole year where they couldn't even get their FCC testing done because they couldn't even be in the office.
Right. So, last year was a big hindrance when they shut down the planet. The whole planet got shut down, as we see. But, you know, at the end of a game's lifespan, it's all about polish. The frame rate is done, the textures are in, you know, the level map designs are in, the story is in, the animation is in. It's all about polishing and getting it to perform properly. So that's what's hurting everybody. They didn't have a chance to polish these games because they, like I said, they turn on every feature in the world in these dev kits or on wherever they making them at. It's at the max, and then it's all about tweaking down to make sure it runs, give you the good frame rate. Then they got to check for glitches. How many? They didn't even have people testing out these games for glitches because of COVID. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, the pandemic hit, but if a game is ready to come out, and like with the pandemic happened, yeah, that definitely could be a setback because there's so many steps you have to take to finish the game, and it's not the major steps. It's really not. It's the tweaking. So that can definitely come into play. Most without a doubt.
That's why I wasn't on that bandwagon of trashing Halo a year ago with the Craig thing. I mean, we laughed about it, but Microsoft laughed about it because they ran with it.
They ran with it. Yeah.
But I don't think any of the three of us bagged on them for that because we understood. So,
right. I didn't do that. I just was not happy because that's my favorite title. It's that and then Kratos, or God of War. But imagine if they brought out that game and it was broken like Cyberpunk on last gen. Imagine if they did that with Halo.
No.
Everybody's going to be on the unemployment line. The game is too big, man. They can't play with that title. So if co-op and Forge is not ready, suck it up because I'm pretty sure you're still going to be playing. And I want to beat the game by myself before I beat it with my friends anyway. So, okay.
I'd rather.
Now, if they said multiplayer was broken and not going to be in the game,
no way.
Yeah. Even single player campaign.
I'm a rant on my channel. Y'all gonna think I just hate Microsoft. I would go crazy.
I think a lot of people are gonna rant if the multiplayer is broken.
Right. So you know, people gotta pump their brakes. Give these people out here time to get their craft together like they want, and give you the product that you need and you expect. And stop trying to rush it for your selfish reasons of just getting it in your hand. Because technically, Cyberpunk shouldn't have been on last generation systems. They can't do it. I don't care. Pros, 1Xs, they can't do it. Because on my Xbox, honestly, I ain't have a problem.
I enjoy playing Cyberpunk, but honestly, they probably could have waited another year.
Yeah. But see, I made the case too that no, don't rush Halo. Don't rush it to make the date. Wait till it's right. And that's what that was my other thing. But as Peter was saying, they may have other monetary obligations to deal with, you know, that's kind of forcing them into that time frame.
Well, that's only EA and Activision.
No,
Microsoft really don't do that.
Then they could.
They canceled and started Crackdown. 3 times.
Oh yeah. So let me ask, so I'll get your opinion on this because we hashed this out a couple weeks ago. For you, in your opinion, then why not wait the small 3 months just to get? Because that's what they said it would take to get the campaign co-op. I don't care about Forge. Forge, like you say, Forge could be a year from now. It could be a whole whatever.
Right. It's an optional situation.
For me, I would rather experience this game with my gaming brothers. Rather than,
I agree. I mean, that's the disappointing part because definitely me, you, and Peter would be playing day one most likely together.
Right.
But because Halo 5, I played by myself. When that came out, I didn't really play with a lot of people at the time. But then I think later on I played with Coop and a couple others. I think
like when we played the Gears of War. What the hell was that? The add-on for Gears of War.
Hivebusters.
It was some of the most fun campaign I've played.
I've never played it yet.
Oh, you gotta play
it. Yeah, and it's
play
a lot
it again
of fun. Yeah, I'd play it again. Get you in there because that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So from your perspective, Lemon, why not just let it simmer another couple months, let it get done, get right, and then bring it out?
You mean not do December 8th?
Right. If they're only talking about 3 months, which is what they said.
No, Mike, nope.
Well,
I'm selfish.
Understood.
But have you seen what's coming out early next year?
And Horde, I'm good. I get it for the people who won't play co-op, but I've been waiting forever.
Yeah.
I guess I struggle with like I'm for not rushing it, and
they're not rushing it.
It's not December 8th is not rushed, and they already pushed it back a year.
I know, but
let's take time on the co-op and
right. I want it to be right when it comes out, but if the game is ready with the core, the campaign and the multiplayer just doesn't mean Slayer. Multiplayer means multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Forge don't count.
Right.
That's always been an addition. I think it launched with one Halo game in a series. I think one time or maybe twice. But if the campaign's intact and they're ready to go, people are starving for Halo.
They are.
And listen, don't skip this holiday again.
Okay.
Don't skip this holiday. We need this. Because honestly, okay, we got enhancements with Gear System series. We got Hivebusters is definitely next gen. Forza Horizon got the 60 frame update. They've been updating. They've been giving us backwards compatibility with 120 frames. They've been putting in their work. But technically, we don't have no next gen version of what the Series X can do. We don't have it. PlayStation at least got one.
It's too early. I mean, these systems haven't been out a year yet. Close. We're getting there, but it's too early like, for that. Yeah.
Don't skip another holiday.
No.
Because I'm used to that with PlayStation, them not bringing out their titles on launch or the next Christmas. We are not used to that with Microsoft. We're not. We are really used to getting at least a Forza or something from day one. Something from them first party. But we got the Gears update with the graphics, which I'm all for that. But that was still last gen's game. Let's just be real here. You know what I'm saying? The medium, there's nothing to brag about, and that's not even first party.
People bagged on Halo 5 for not having that split screen.
Yeah, but the dinosaurs. Majority of people playing on the couch by themselves online. I used to play the first Halo, four player split screen on Xbox Connect over my PC and play multitudes of people.
I get that. I remember that VPN. I remember that.
We are so far past that. You got people saying we shouldn't have a sprint. You're bugging.
Yeah.
I have to say, I always loved that hypocrisy of Halo is too. This is too different than what Halo's supposed to be. Gears, this is too much like Gears. It needs to be different. Make up your mind.
Too much A button.
So, I am OABP. That's all right. I will stay. I will stand my ground and I will stand and fight.
I'm with you, OABP.
I will stand.
I'm
I will
selfish.
stand my ground. I would rather experience it with my friends than play it alone.
I would like to too, but I look, like we said, and it's been brought up here that this game is a very ambitious game. It is being cross-gen, cross-play on multiple devices.
Mm-hmm.
So if they feel they can't be able to get this right and come out stable at launch with co-op and multiplayer, then let's pull back a little bit. Let's get the campaign out. Let's focus on multiplayer. Multiplayer that launch night, you're gonna have issues. Tell me what game, big game, multiplayer game, like the Aussies FPS, Call of Duty and all that, Battlefield, have come out and they've worked perfect on day one. There
is no game.
You can't.
That does that.
You can do as many alphas and betas all you want. You cannot simulate real time when you have millions of people trying to get into a game and lobbies on day one. It's going to have its issues, but I think that because they pulled back co-op and they can focus on that during the day and try to get that stable. And then here it comes 3 months. Now they can put in co-op, and then, they've learned now that the game has been out, they can see the metrics and everything, and then it help them better implementing the co-op back in. So, we got to give them the benefit of the doubt. And it's like you said, COVID has affected all these studios from Sony, PlayStation, Nintendo. Some will have some setback. It's not easy. I've been at work and I have to go in person this whole time. I can't imagine if I had to be at home and just trying to do everything with Zoom or Teams.
Right.
It's easier to have someone there in person because, the translation is a little easier, than over, video or whatever. But, either way, I'm excited to experience Halo Infinite when it comes out with everybody, whether we're playing co-op or not. And then once co-op comes out, then hey, let's jump back in and do it again. So.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
But hold on. Let's not forget. Gears 4 and 5 multiplayer broke live. Because everybody bought it and everybody jumped on it.
Yeah.
There's no game that comes out and you don't have server issues. Aliens Fireteam, not even at that magnitude. The online side wasn't working until last week. They had to put out a big patch.
Outriders, as Jennings said.
But being in Game Pass, more people jumped in that. I had fun in that.
That's a fact.
But it was a pain in the butt trying to.
They was not ready for that horde.
Oh, I got kicked back to dashboard.
It's happened to Destiny. I mean, listen, when you got a multiplayer game, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna they don't have 1 million beta testers. No. I don't care how many times they release these alphas, these technical previews, these betas. Listen, it'll be fine. But Halo might break the internet. Just be prepared. I'm pretty sure it will.
Yeah.
Well, and this time the multiplayer is going to be free, so more people are going to.
That's going to be worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going to make it worse.
That's a great point, Myke. That is going to be a horde of people.
Mm-hmm.
A horde of people. People love. Listen. I said this before. Most people, including myself, I read the books of the novels for Halo, right? The book, the story they told in the last Halo, I knew people wouldn't like. It was like when they made Superman a bad guy, right? He's a hero. Nobody wants to see him look like or perceived as the villain. People didn't like that campaign. That multiplayer generated $5 billion.
Yeah.
Like, people didn't even like the campaign. And you see what that multiplayer did? Mm-hmm. Listen, this is not a game. They need to bring it out, and everything else will follow. Nobody's going to say, well, I'm not getting it, or I'm not going to download it on Game Pass because it don't got co-op or Forge. That's not where the bread and butter's at. They know where their bread and butter's at. They know. They know. Numbers speak for themselves. So, like I said, that game wasn't even liked. People was like, "Oh, this is the story. The lock. This person. 5 billion generated." Sony looking at that like, we need multiplayer. We need some type of multiplayer presence because they don't have nothing. So
Right.
they would love to have that mistake happen to them. $5 billion extra? Oh, they'll take that. They'll take that. No doubt.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm staying in my side of this. Staying on my
He's
side of
like,
the fence.
co-op will ride. Co-op will ride.
That's right.
I ain't mad
That's
at you, Mike. I agree with
That's
you.
okay,
Well,
Mike.
I'm
But
not mad at
look,
anybody.
you're
I'm
gonna
not mad at
crack.
anybody. It's-
You're gonna crack when you see me and Peter and everybody else. Like, God damn, this campaign is awesome.
So
Look
you
at all
tell-
I can do.
Did I miss something? You say you're not gonna play the campaign?
I may hold off. Why? Because if if I play the campaign, I don't know that I don't know. I want to play it. I want to experience it like I experienced Gears Hive Busters. I've been playing, like, I went through the Master Chief Collection co-op, you know, and there's something about, I don't know, there's something that is grabbed me about playing with my friends and
awesome.
having some great experiences. You know, there's a in our channel trailer, there's just such a great part of Gears that I put in that trailer where, you know, we busted down the door. Peter said, "Honey, I'm home." You know, honey, we're home. We walked in. We looked at this big tree. Chris said, "We're gonna have to fight a tree, aren't we?" And you know, so just stuff like that just, to me, adds something new that I didn't even have even on the 360. You know, when we didn't really even have campaign co-op stuff, and just having that experience is something I was waiting for. So,
but on the other hand, it's a, you know, we already experienced Gears main campaign, so the DLC. So it's not like, you know.
I think I played that campaign. Who did I play that campaign with? I actually did play that campaign co-op. I didn't play it. I didn't play that campaign alone. I got to go back and remember who I played it with, but I did not play it by myself.
Maybe we played it. I don't know who. I played some of it in co-op, but I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah, I played.
Oh no, I played it. Played some at Coop, I think.
Yeah, I think me, you, and Coop did, and maybe Nate.
So
yeah,
Halo 5. Hey, but Mike, BACfromthedead said, "Look, if, you know, you're probably not going to play Halo Infinite campaign, but we need to go back and finish Halo 4.
Halo 4,
yes,
right.
we still have.
Come on now, so
right.
I'll tell you what.
True.
We get Halo 4 campaign co-op, and then go Halo 5 campaign co-op, and then by then, maybe 3 months we can do Halo Infinite co-op. So it's okay.
I can go with that. I can go with that.
Right.
I can go with that. But you know what, Mike? I'll see you in 3 months. Sorry, brother, but yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll see you in 3 months.
That's okay.
I won't do no spoiler videos about the campaign because you're gonna wait. So you know, I won't even do that on my channel. I got you, brother. I got you.
I could do some of that free multiplayer. I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
You got Game Pass. It ain't free. You got it already.
That's true. That's true.
You can pre-download it right now.
I could. So, I don't know. I'm with Gaz on this. I'm with Gaz. Gaz put out a crazy video about this, by the way. It was like I was even like, okay, so you and I share the same opinion, but damn that video, man, that was freaky. Something about Gaz's videos, man. When he gets started, there's something I love about the way he talks through his videos. So, but yeah, someone coming beating the shit out of him, or trying to get him to like the fact that it's not coming with campaign co-op was a little over the top, but I loved it. So, all right.
Wait, real quick, Panda was saying, "Is this Halo 6?" And then OABP said, "This is Halo 6 end of this trilogy," but that's not so much the case. I think they're gonna address what happened in Halo 5, but this is Halo Infinite. This is live service. We're gonna get whatever campaign they give us now. and it's like Lemon said, you know, there's a lot of lore there. We're going to keep getting content
10
for
years.
a long time. To, you know, we might clean up and finish this what happened in Halo 5, but no, there's going to be more to it than story with Halo. That's why it's called Halo Infinite.
Yeah, it's supposed to grow. 10 years of content. 10 years.
Hell yeah. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I know Peter and some people worry about these games going to live service. I know Peter's worried about Assassin's Creed. And they can mess it up and you know, but I'm hoping that, but at the same time, we're going to get an expansion on more stuff that they can bring us. You know, look at Destiny. It's been very successful. They've been bringing content yearly. They've been able to get away from Activision, and they're fine. So, yeah.
And you want games to grow, man. You want games to grow. I mean, look at Rainbow Six Siege. That game started off, people don't even like it. Now, 35 million people playing it.
Yeah,
because the game has legs. If something have legs, you can never complain.
7-year-old game.
That game went on too long. Sorry. I mean, it's like
I need to borrow
and each
your
year
shots
you get
fired
some more operators and this
audio.
and that. And it's the same thing. It's like, yeah.
All right, I need everybody in the chat to give my man Peter a hug. You know what I'm saying? Just reach out and touch someone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any word is a good word, as long as it's a positive word. Let's go. Let's go. My man Peter's a little down right now. I don't know what's going on, brother. You need a Starbucks pick me up shot? I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Oh, man.
Peter does keep us real. That's what I love about it. He does keep us real.
It's like
no, but I mean, after so many years, you know, either you make it like extremely fresh or you come out with something new.
Go over to Peter's house. Yeah, it's a bright sunny day. I'm gonna bring something. We're gonna barbecue. He said, "Yeah, but it might rain. You never know."
That's a true statement. You never know.
Or you barbecued that last week.
Oh my goodness! All right, real quick, because I wanted to. There's not. It's been I'm glad that this happened tonight with today with the showcase, because honestly, there hadn't been anything else really going on. News is slow this time of year as we start gearing up towards the summertime. But Sony made more news yesterday by announcing that they have acquired Firesprite Studio, which is a studio out of Liverpool that worked with them on the Playroom and the VR version of the Playroom. So this becomes PlayStation Studios' 14th studio. So they started in 2012, and they actually were also some of the folks that developed the that are part of this development studio actually worked on Wipeout. So and Run Sackboy Run. So it natural. I think it's a natural fit for it's obviously not a ZeniMax, but it's not an Insomniac studio, but it's something else for them to come with. And if this helps them get some more VR stuff, and if we get another Wipeout, which I would really like to get a PS5 Wipeout. It's not just a remake of
awesome.
Wipeout in VR, PSVR too.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Because Wipeout on PSVR, even the first gen PSVR I have, is, I say it's nauseatingly awesome, because it definitely make you sick if you play it too long. But man, you want to play it too long because it's just that good.
Facts.
So thoughts on this studio?
It makes sense for them. Works.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it's a situation. It's like a no-brainer. They already had ties like Housemarque, Insomniac.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not like a whoa, look who they just bought. It's like, oh, all right.
Well, it's like Xbox and Ninja Theory, right?
Right.
I mean, and that was a big surprise. And of course, ZeniMax.
Right.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
big
So,
deals. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I
no,
can't
I
say
mean,
Insomniac
yeah.
was a big deal because of
It
the
was.
games
Yes.
they make and
Yes.
who they are.
Yes.
But the last two, Housemarque and this, is like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's sort of like I put it up there. No, I put it up there with like Microsoft purchasing when they acquired Playground. It was like, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
It wasn't a
Yeah, Microsoft's
blockbuster move.
acquiring Asobo.
Oh,
that
you know what?
Oh,
You know why I
hey.
say it's not like Playgrounds, Mike? Because people, when they announce this, if they didn't write out what they did for Sony, people don't know them.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? At least. You know what I'm saying?
No. I get what you're saying. I think what I'm saying.
I was like, who's that?
No. I hear
we're
you.
into this. I was like,
Yeah.
what? Who is this? What game they done? I didn't know.
No, I guess what I'm talking about is more along the lines of, all right, they've been making games with Sony. It's a natural fit. Playground had been making Forza Horizon. Everybody it was like the worst kept secret in the world that they were going to pick that studio up, and they did. And you're like,
Right.
okay, like I remember we were all live streaming, live reacting to that E3, and we're like, yeah, that's we knew this was going to happen. It makes sense. It's basically they're a Forza studio. Good on them.
Yeah, the only thing that changed was payroll.
Right.
Yeah.
Payroll,
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
they're working on Fable.
Yeah.
Housemarque was the same way. It's like Housemarque had talked about going multi-plat, but they never did.
Never did. Resogun, favorite launch title on PS4. Facts.
Still haven't played it.
Listen, it's like Defender. You're supposed to play it. You grew up on Defender. It's just like Defender. Pretty much.
Okay.
Even catching the people.
Wow.
Awesome, though. Awesome. Ex Machina, another one they did. Awesome. So
Later,
it
Pete.
is match made in heaven.
By the way, OEB Pete, Saturday morning, Evercast. If you need your handheld fix, and on Sunday he's got a new show that replaced Amico All Access called Good Morning Gamers, where it is a complete chat run, fan run show. Tell him what you want, he does it. So
Nice.
another outstanding Gamers United Guild member. So, all right. There really isn't any other news going on, and it's
one more exciting news, I think, is about Microsoft started flying the updated controller firmware for the, Elites and Xbox One controllers.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna
new firmware. So dynamic latency input and improved Bluetooth connectivity.
And you can double tap the Bluetooth button to switch between devices now. The connect button on your controller.
Right.
Nice.
I thought you could do that already. I could do that with my
on the new
my
ones.
my
Maybe the
Series
old
X controller. I could do it on. I couldn't do it because my old Xbox One controllers are still that old technology.
Yeah, you don't have Bluetooth at all.
All right. So talk to me like I'm 5 about dynamic latency input. I don't know what that does, to be honest.
It's supposed to just improve your on-screen actions with your controller input. It's just going to be better than before, which I don't have a problem now. But if they're going to make it better than before, I think it's a good idea.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't get no button latency between when I kick somebody's behind in Killer Instinct or I shoot somebody in Halo. So I guess it's going to be better. Some people might not even notice.
All right, so according to Microsoft, according to their GameStack, DLI is the synchronization system between the Xbox controller and the game platform. It assesses the game's input calling system and adjusts the report rate of the controller to deliver up-to-date input just before the input call. So basically, it figures out how it figures out what you're doing and predictively changes the latency. Okay. Hey.
He said okay.
If it makes your input latency smaller, less, I'm all for that. Especially Especially as
Yeah,
we
the
start
thing is, like,
getting
if you use your your analogs, like
Okay.
if you do it right after the time.
You see, Peter. This is what I was talking about. You said the always. Now he didn't turn in the dark side. Did y'all hear him? Yo, listen. He said the always. Oh man. I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
Oh
Oh
man.
man. All right. So now I think we've covered everything, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because it's 12:30 and I'm a half hour late for bed. But this
Oh,
is
we
what
can
we
do another
do.
discussion about. No, just kidding.
But this is
Oh,
what we
Microsoft
do.
has acquired Clip Champ.
Oh, that's right. Oh, so yeah, so they did.
So
Yes, right.
I don't know what they're going to use it for. If they actually going to use it like on the Xbox, and maybe way to create your clips and DVR it and stuff, or if it's going to be more on the Office side. I don't know.
And then we was live. I didn't read this because I had to take my second nap for today. But did Halo announce their next beta?
Yes. Yes, they did.
It's for everyone who's registered on the Halo inside of it, the whole full profile before the 13th. If you're registered then you can participate. I believe the week of I don't know. I don't remember. It's the 23rd or 26th.
We'll see.
Or maybe
Because
it's
Six said
23
it
to
while we was
26,
live, and I
something
was
like
like,
that. Yeah.
We'll
I didn't
see.
really hear him.
I'll believe it when I can actually get into it.
Yeah, I usually on these betas and alphas and tech previews, I don't play long. I just want to get an idea how the game is, and I just leave it. But Halo, I
Yeah.
played every day, all day,
September
as much
20,
as I could.
September 24th.
24th. See?
Good
I was
luck.
in the ballpark.
Yeah.
That's a good look.
I double checked, triple checked. I am. Back.
All
I
set.
just
Shout out
got.
to the people in the chat, man. Y'all are sticking with us. I appreciate that, man.
In
That's
fact,
awesome.
I got listed into the. I got invited to the season 8 flighting. So if I don't get invited into the damn thing this time, I'm gonna riot.
You have to
I'm
make
not
some
gonna play
calls.
it. I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play it at all until it comes out. So it
Well.
comes out 3 months later. All right.
Oh, I was going to ask before I left. What about this deal with Microsoft acquiring ClipChamp?
Yeah, you missed it. We're done.
Okay.
I don't know. We don't know yet. We're hoping that it helps.
I hope it translates over to Xbox and improves the I don't know, something with the video editing and
with their defunct.
Yeah.
So we don't know. Hopefully it's something good.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, Peter, you have some family in the chat.
Yeah, Byrnes. He's from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
You've seen him before, so welcome back.
Nice.
All right, very quick, and then we really do gotta go. But I gotta get this in because brother YOBY did DM me this. Question of the week. He hasn't done a question of the week in forever. If there is
only
one
do that
change,
before midnight.
I know. If there is one change you can make on this earth to better humanity, what will it be?
Oh boy. Get rid of Rich from Review Tech USA. Oh, sorry.
Oh. Wow.
My bad.
No, it's okay. He came after us once, so I agree with you.
I'm gonna say corruption.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, Chris, because I'm.
What was it again? One thing you can get rid of. I'm sorry.
One thing you could change.
Politics.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. I just want people to work together, man.
Yeah. No.
No.
That would
they will never. We will have to be attacked by aliens for everybody on Earth.
You're right.
Right.
It's just
Yeah,
is.
you get attacked, and then it's only like for a week we work together, and then it's
Yeah, as
everybody's
soon as
like,
we defeat them, we're gonna be right.
Independence Day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Wipe half the
man.
planet off, and then let's all become one government.
Yeah, I'd have to say some
I
people's
mean, we had a
heart.
sense of unity 20 years ago. Look where we're at right now.
Yeah.
But that's not, we don't need stuff like that to be a reason why. But
No,
No.
but something happens, and then we're united for a short amount of time, and then
Go back to our corners.
go back
But
to.
I will say that to me in the real world, when I go to work every day, there's so many people I know from all walks of life.
Right.
We all get along. We're all in the same boat, right? We're all just trying to live and survive, and families and so on. If you always pay attention to the news and social media, whatever, the minority of people make the loudest noise and say, "Oh, we're all divided. We got problems." Then you got a problem.
It's corrupt politicians,
that
or
stuff
maybe all
bother you, yeah.
politicians. That's why they are politicians.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what?
But look, you look at us here, how this gaming community has grown, like we were talking about earlier, since 2013, right? A lot of us started around 2013, started watching certain shows, but then over time, like Lemon said, he was tired of the bullshit around 2015. Is that you got all these people just back and forth, criticizing people, criticizing platforms.
Thanks.
It's like we just want people to let's talk about gaming, what we love about games. Let's all be cool about it. We can criticize these companies and games, but we don't have to be assholes to each other. We can be respectful and debate at the same time. And I think this community has come together. GOG is part of it, and Iron Lords and certain people, Limit and so on. We've done it. So in the real world, this is the real world. Where we all come together. We have fun. We love each other. Like YOBY says, peace, love. What? Peace,
Love,
love,
life.
Love and life, baby.
Yep.
Peace, love, and life.
Peace,
That's
love,
what we're
and
doing.
life.
I mean,
So
look
I
at
love
look
that,
at
man.
look at
Yeah.
not just the four of us, but this chat room from
Mhm.
all walks of
Yeah,
life, from
that's proof. We
all
foster an
parts of the
environment where
country.
people can come together. They're not fighting in the chat. They're not this and that. We're just having a good time, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
I always like to think that when we start talking about games, we get away from that other stuff. My dad used to have a saying too. He's like, you could be red and blue, or you could be red, white, and blue. Take your pick. And I like to think that
Yeah.
this is what we've got.
We're red, white, and blue, and we're all Dutch.
That's right. Hey, where do you think half my family came from?
See, there you go.
Thanks.
Or French, right? In French, red, white, and blue.
I have.
And I think it's blue. I
Are
think
their
it's
flags the same?
blue.
Except for
I think it starts with blue.
I have Dutch, Austrian, Russian, and I'm a descendant of the McCoy family, so I got it all.
Oh.
And Peace Cherokee, so I am a
McCoy
definite
is the one
and
that's
Jewish.
saying,
So
I want
we're talking about a
co-op,
mutt.
I'm not gonna play it until co-op is in it. That's the McCoy in you.
Oh man, if the Hatfields are gonna play, campaign day 1 single player, that just calls it for me. So, damn Hatfields. All right, I think we have covered everything, guys, and I gotta tell
Hold
you,
up, man. We forgot one major thing. I was
What
waiting
did
for
we-
somebody to say something.
what now?
One thing you would change, shouldn't it be the pandemic?
Oh, ooh.
He said, "Oh."
Well, I was thinking. Look, my answer was people. Not everybody, but some people's heart
Facts.
to
That's
kind
a
of
good
go
one,
along
too.
with what we're talking about. But yeah, you know what? But pandemics are gonna come and go. It's how we treat each other, even during it.
Right.
That's
right.
which goes along
Yeah.
with what Chris, Peter, you, and everybody. I mean, it's just we're never gonna. Those things come and go, but This is what it's all about. And we could change if we could change hearts to get in line, to get them in line with the way we are, we're all better.
Facts.
That's a good one though, Brother Lemon. I didn't even think about it.
I mean, it only took out over 3 million people. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah. No,
6 million people worldwide.
Yeah.
You know, this how we all around the same age. So, last big pandemic was polio. And them people that experienced that is a little bit over 80 years old, and they was kids when it came out. So, it definitely changed the world and gave you perspective. I lost at least 15, 16 people in my job alone. And it hit my whole total because I work for New York City Transit. It hit us like 7,000 people just at my job. We have the biggest workforce in New York City because it's not just people that drive buses and trains. It's a multitude of divisions, but 7,000. Yep. And I know about 4 personally at my depot. So, yeah, it was bad.
By the way, apparently the 2K servers were down for NBA.
Because they probably got crashed. That's why I usually wait a week and then I buy it.
I wait. Go. Wait that 3 months. All right.
If they're on the Azure servers, would they have crashed?
Listen, no server could stop it from happening, man. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
When you get it's like when you go to click to buy a console and everybody hitting put it, add to cart. You see what happens, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Gaming, just service to service, man.
Yeah.
No matter how well they're prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's a fact.
All right. We are not going to prove infinite right. We're not going to 1. I got to get to sleep.
Yeah, plus I ain't even eat. I'm straight off to sleep, straight to here. I'm like, man,
wow.
Luckily I'm in New York and stuff's still open.
Stuff's still open, right. Taco Bell's got that fourth meal. All right,
wait, Mike, what you doing here?
Huh?
I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to get some guns. I got 2 pea shooters. What's good?
Oh, no, you don't. I can't. I cannot lie and not say I'm a little proud of my progress. I mean,
I'm proud of your progress. I need to do it with you.
I don't think I have ever. I'm serious, man. I've never had triceps before. Now all of a sudden I got triceps. I'm like, holy shit. I just sit. Sometimes my wife laughs at me because sometimes I'll just sit here and like, oh damn, touch my arm.
That's why you have those weights now at home, so you're like being pumped all day long. It's
That's
like,
right.
Hey,
I'll be sitting here on the Thursday night podcast going, all right, guys, what are we talking about today? What do we got? Oh.
Oh my God.
All right, Brother Lemon, 108 Dragons TV on Twitter, YouTube, all over the place. Brother, man, an absolute pleasure to have you tonight.
Yeah.
And what a great night to have you on to try to talk Peter off the ledge.
Even close to the ledge.
Man, I'm gonna put him and PK in a room.
I was just on the rooftop. You guys switch. Come on.
It's gonna be
another rooftop with his
seawater sound effects just running in the background. They gonna get some yoga on and some nice Xbox mats. Listen, we gonna get these guys right, man. My guy Peter was on fire tonight.
Hey, just get him and pull him out of that damn cockpit. Say, look on the outside. It looks good out here, right?
Yeah.
Calm down.
Just do the hood for you. Be okay.
It'll be good. No, but no, Brother Lemon, it was absolutely fantastic to have you tonight. You've made some new fans tonight from our crowd, and that's what it's all about. You are one of the goods in this community, and it's a pleasure to continue to get to know you, and looking forward to the community game stuff, and having some fun. And so where can everybody find you on all things?
Listen, you can find me on 108 Dragons TV. It's on everything, man. But that YouTube channel is what I push the hardest. Myke, Peter, Chris, thank you for having me. Y'all dudes, one thing about visiting somebody's podcast is like you said, we didn't really talk, you know what I'm saying? And to get on your podcast and just be comfortable and we just flowing, you know what I'm saying? It's just natural. I appreciate that, man. I had a blast being here. And then they could just find me at 108 Dragons TV on everything, man. That's a fact.
And definitely, so if you need to, his link for his YouTube channel is down below in the description. You'll find it on all of our videos as part of the Gamers United Guild. And so please hit him up. And we definitely, I mean, anytime, man. You are welcome here any night, anytime you want.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
really
it. And listen, I'm going to promise you this. On one of the game nights when Halo Co-op come out, we're going to give you a group hug and bring you over there, too. We're going to play co-op.
I'll play some competitive Halo. I get my ass kicked, but I'll play some Halo.
Yeah, listen, I'll put you on my team. I'll carry you.
There you go.
Just run out there like the duck, and then I'll get everybody else when they go after you. I got you.
I am fantastic fantastic at contributing to the bottom line.
I got you. Don't worry.
That is what my specialty is. So,
it's like crossing the Nile, you know. It's like, you know, they all cross all at once, and you know that one will get bitten, but strength in numbers.
That's right. I'll be on your back shooting people for you. Get off of him! Get off of him! He's carrying me! Get off of him! Oh man. Well, thank you, chat. What we got left in here? Usually they're all also going to sleep, but we still got a good 20 people. Well, now down to 15 because they know we're leaving. But man, chat room as always. You guys absolutely rock. And Parent Pluck over in the Netherlands, thank you for staying up and hanging out with us tonight. And all of our gaming family, you know we love you. Next up will be Doggy Dog. I just got a lockdown which of the next couple weeks we're gonna have him on. And I think Jesse Darby said when you're gonna have me on, so now I gotta add him to the spreadsheet too. So we'll get Jesse on as well. And Dredd will be back soon. I know we didn't get Dredd on tonight. He was off work, but the next time Dredd's off work, we'll get him back on as well. And we're gonna keep this train rolling all the way through. So, Chris, Peter.
Oh yeah, man, this is good.
Yeah, good stuff.
Missed last week, but I'm definitely glad to be here for Lemon. And Lemon, welcome to the NLG family, man. So anytime, like we always say to all our guests, anytime you want to jump in, let us know.
Yeah, listen, I tune in. I don't really like notifications on my phone, but there's certain podcasts I got notification for, and this is one of them. No matter what y'all do on the channel, I try to pull up like I said. I had drinks in hand.
Night, right?
I said, "Oh snap!"
he's at the club. He's at the club, and he's like, "Oh, hold on. Let me at least get in that chat. I'm not listening to you, but I'll get in that chat." And
my sister's, she just came from Cali. I just got her from the airport. I took her straight to the club. So she was like, "What are you doing on your phone?" I said, "My people got their podcast on." Playing games. She said,
I'm gonna put his live stream on, and I'm just gonna put him back in my pocket and let it run.
Listen.
That'd be so much less.
It's just genuine support, brother. Genuine support. And I mean what I say.
And that's why I make a concerted effort on Saturdays. I mean, Saturdays is tough, family and stuff like that, but I get that notification too, and I'm like, Dragon's Den's coming. And I try to get that thing tweeted out for you because you guys rock.
Yeah.
You guys rock.
So. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's awesome to have you with the GOG. So
it really is.
Keep growing. Let's keep having fun.
When people post links in GOG, this channel is like even last week. I think it was Myke that posted, and I went to a completely different channel that I've never seen. That was somebody's in GOG, and they was talking about a whole completely different demographic of gaming. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. So then I end up subscribing to them.
I tell you,
that's what works, man.
Yeah.
We've got some great retro gaming channels, man. You talk about those classics behind you. Our friends over at Go Game Go, Papa Pete, OEB Pete, Bacon Ice Cream when he gets back and running. Geeks with Cash. Nick, man, he was just doing. Nick was doing. Can I learn Contra?
Contra
And Castle, and these do Castlevania and some outstanding stuff. So definitely, yeah, we got. And that's the other thing is just such great diversity within the guild. No matter what you want, new, old, mix, podcasts, live streams, videos. There's something for everyone. Xbox, PlayStation, retro. There's something for everyone, and that's the beauty of what we got going on. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for accepting me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Graphic Art for
all hell J.
Put me in the runnings for be voted in and all that, man.
Yep.
I was telling my lady, like, yo, it was important, you know what I'm saying? Because you need to be around good people, and it's best to surround yourself with people with the same style of vision. So it just goes with the flow. That's definitely
a natural fit, brother. Natural fit.
Thank you.
All right, let's get on out of here. Guys, what a great show. Chat room, love you guys so much. Dreadpool, no, we're not going 1 more hour. I'm sorry. But, hey, everybody have a fantastic weekend. Pick up a controller, get some gaming in. Check out all of our other great Gamers United Guild shows all throughout the week. We will be back next Thursday night. Let me see. Thursday. Yes, because Yom Kippur will be over Thursday night, so we will have a show next Thursday night. So, see you next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. We'll figure out what we're talking about, and everybody enjoy yourselves and play on, gamers.
Come on, guys.
Adios, gamers. Have a good weekend.
Taco Bell. Yeah.
Whoa! We gotta hold up.
Oh!
He snuck one in there.
He's stuck right when we hit
Snuck it in
the
there.
outro. But thanks, Anthony, for the $4.99 super chats. Great show, boys. Love seeing Lemon dropping by.
Oh, Lemon's got to get back on that
we
Retro
made lemonade.
Renegades too, by the way. Yeah, he took Lemons and made lemonade. So, all right. Good night, everybody. For real.
Thanks, Evan, brother. Later, everybody.
Good night.